Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.
I think the uniqueness of the Reggae Girls is they embody the national motto of Jamaica, which is out of many one people. So when you look at the entirety of the Jamaica squad, you have dark-skinned girls, mixed-race girls, girls who have black and Asian in them. You also have the homegrown players, so like your Bunny Shaw, your Konya Plummer, your Den Blackwood. So what that means in terms of from a grassroots perspective is girls who are born in Jamaica can look at a Bunny Shaw and hear that authentic accent and say, you know, if Bunny can make it, then so can I. Once you hear that authenticity, that raw Jamaican accent, they should be able to look at a Bunny Shaw who's now our captain to say, if Bunny can do it, especially if you come from the same community, the same parish as her, if she can do it, then so can we.
It's great to be here. I know that you're probably the biggest supporters of the Reggae Girls. So what you do and the message that you spread for the girls, it's really appreciated.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Crystal, I gotta give it to her. I've heard a lot of guys say she's the reason why they start off to watch female football. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm pushing her out there to keep on doing your thing. Don't get discouraged. You have a band of brothers behind you. And what we try to do is to get female who think like you know, in the game. Right, Siobhan?
Yeah,
enough
because
respect to you, Crystal, and keep fighting.
as you mentioned, a lot of persons, because I think the Reggae Girls has been the most successful team in our football, and I think a lot of that was underrated. So what you've done for the local aspect of Jamaicans, you've brought that sense of admiration to the persons know that hey, it's not just the boys, the females
Yep.
as well. The females have the love as well. And honestly, if it wasn't for someone like you, Crystal, the YouTube space would just be crowded with the Reggae Boys, Reggae Boys, Reggae Boys.
Yep. Yep. So we do, you know, we have lots of respect.
You know, so I could touch base with her again at some point and see if she's up for an interview. But she did say yes before. It's just that I recognize that at the time there must have been a lot that she was going through, hence not pushing and asking for the
Right,
interview. But I think it
right.
can be done.
Sorry to interject here, but I must take this moment out to say thank you, thank you, thank you. You are such a being. You don't only look out selfishly for yourself, and as a broadcasting journalist as I am, and for the 40 odd years that I'm in the business, we when we're going after that story, we
Yeah.
tend not to give hoots about what what pains or atrocities it may cause when hunting that
Yeah.
story. And so it
Yeah.
takes a man and a woman who shares the pain of others to really look into it and say, no, you know what, by me pushing I can cause or create certain pain, and I wouldn't want that, so let me ease back a bit. It takes it because you see, we can get lost in the realm of getting this, well, getting collecting and dispensing information. We can get caught up in that, just to
Yeah.
make a headline, just to get the notes
Yeah.
out there. And I
Yeah.
and I applaud you for using this kind of foresight to look deep in it and say, you know what, she may be in a spot. You're not saying she was in a spot. She may be in a
Exactly.
spot. So let me
Exactly.
take a step back and allow time to process this thing. So I,
Yeah.
I raise my hat to you, for that. You're a
No.
stalwart, and I entrust and I hope and pray that you'll continue in this vein, because you are the creme de la creme, and no one can take your spot. Just remember that.
No,
No one can
thank
take your spot. Others will come and try to do, and others may label them as doing better than, but there's no one can take that first place from you. He's always first and will always be first.
Thank you. I appreciate that. My followers, how are you all? Good afternoon, good evening, possibly good morning. All depends on where you are in the world. Welcome back to another live stream. So what is this, guys? Is this round two? Two live streams managed to. I'm just doing something for you guys there in the comment section, so just bear with me one moment. Oh wow. Put a poll in the comment section there for you guys. In your own time, go ahead and participate in the poll. I want to see if my microphone's working properly. It looks like it is working fine. I hope that it is. I am shattered. It's been a long day. This is, like I said, this is my second live stream. I was with you guys just a couple of hours ago, and here I am back for the big one, crunch time. Let me know how you guys are planning on watching this one. Let me know where you're based in the world. If you're seeking for a link to watch the game itself, so that is Jamaica playing host to Guatemala inside the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. If you're struggling to find a link, let me know. Drop a comment in the comment section and I might be able to put you in the right position. Also, let me know what's your prediction. What prediction are you guys going with? Are you going with a Jamaica win? Are you going for an upset on the cards? Are you saying that Guatemala are going to win this one? Are we saying that it's going to be a firm handshake? Points shared. Yes, we're talking all things football. We're talking World Cup qualifiers. I'm saying World Cup 2026 is a must. Let me know what you guys are saying though in the comment section. I'm trying to figure out how do I segue. I'm also trying to keep my eyes on that inevitable starting 11 there. So I'm looking down on my screen in front of me to see if I can share anything with you guys. In the meantime, because I can see what you guys are saying in the comment section. If you said anything yet, let me know how you are feeling. Marco, link please. Where are you based, Marco? Depending on where you're based, you will be needing a VPN. So some of you might need a VPN. Just allow me to get through the first part of the show. Can't share any link just yet because the link isn't available, but it will be available on the stroke of kickoff, right? I promise you that you will get a link on the stroke of kickoff. If you haven't hit the like button as of yet, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and hit the like button. Also, answer that poll in the comment section. Let me know who is winning this one. I guess what we can go ahead and do is do the usual. I guess we can go ahead and look back at the table, how we're looking in the table there. Let me go ahead and bring this one up on the screen in front of you. And we can look at the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers table and how we're looking. If you support Guatemala, if you are from Guatemala, then of course you're probably beaming from ear to ear. This is how you're looking. Tied at 9 points apiece, having played 3 matches each, or about to play our 4th game, and it obviously is against each other. So you can see fairly even across the board, all but the goal difference. We do have that somewhat of a superior goal difference there from our visitors, Guatemala. They have a goal difference of 11, whereas Jamaica has a goal difference of 3. As I said, we're both sitting on points equally to each other. That is 3 games played, maximum points in our back pocket. So that's 9 points for Guatemala and also 9 points for Jamaica. Let me know how you guys see this one panning out. Dem Old says that I bought the I can't really speak about those guys unfortunately, but like I said, sit tight, Marco, and I will be able to put you in. I'll wait to send you on your way. All right, so just bear with me. Again, let me know where you're based, because I obviously don't want to waste your time. Let me know where you're based and I'll be able to put you in the right send you on the right road, I should say, so you can sit and watch the game in peace. So Dem Oats is predicting a 2-1 Jamaica. So Dem Oats prediction is 2-1 Jamaica. I could see why you would predict that based on the history there between the two. And you guys already know how I like to do this one. Again, I'm looking down on the screen in front of me to see when those inevitable starting 11 pops up on my screen. And as soon as it pops up, I will go ahead and share that starting 11 with you. So I'm doing a lot of segue. I'm going to segue here and there in the run-up until in the run-up to kickoff. And then obviously when we get to kickoff, I'll be giving you guys some commentary as best as I can. So what we can do is look at the last 5 games. That's pretty much how I like to look at things. I don't go too deep. I do just try to keep it pretty simple and look at the last 5 games played respectively there for Guatemala and also Jamaica. Obviously, if you've been rocking with me on my channel, you should already know how Jamaica's last 5 games have panned out. You can see their form-wise in front of you. If you don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you. Last game in our World Cup qualifiers, we defeated the host British Virgin Islands on their shores, coming away with a lone goal scored by Warner Brown. Before that, we participated in the Unity Cup, and how that one went. We had a bit of a Caribbean affair, a little bit of a rivalry match there. We're gonna call it a Caribbean derby, a local derby, in the first match, and that was against Trinidad and Tobago, and we beat them 3-2. Subsequently, we went through to the final where we drew 2-2 inside full time, and we went on to losing the match, missing out on the trophy, losing 5-4 on penalties at the hands of Nigeria. You can kind of see we've played Trinidad a number of times, a hat trick on the trot. And so to read out those last 5 games there, starting from the top, beating British Virgin Islands 1-0, securing a 0-0 draw inside full time. Subsequently went on to losing 5-4 on penalties in the final of the Unity Cup. In that same Unity Cup in match day 1, we defeated our Caribbean rivals Trinidad and Tobago 3-2. Couple matches there, here and there against Trinidad and Tobago, 1-1 draw. And before that fixture there, we defeated Trinidad and Tobago 1-0. Now, if we go ahead and look at the form of our opponents, tonight's opponents, yes, they do sit pretty where the table is concerned. They are sitting pretty where the table is concerned. Sorry, we're going to look back at that table after I go through Guatemala's form. So over the last 5 games, it pretty much does read for itself. If you don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you. Against Dominican Republic, they secured a 4-2 victory. Against El Salvador, they shaked hands on that night's occasion. 1-1 was the full-time score. Against Honduras, they defeated Honduras 2-1. Against Uruguay, it was a 1-1 full-time result, and closing off with a match against El Salvador where they lost that one 1-0. So here's how we're looking coming into this game where the Reggae Boyz and Jamaica are concerned. Over the last 5 games, it's an easy read for you if you can see this one on the screen in front of you. 3 wins, 2 draws. For Guatemala, they have 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. Now, if I backtrack, we should be able to look at that Group E table there for the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, which I've already discussed. So I'm going to leave that on the screen in front of us. In the meantime, a couple of you are saying that the starting 11 is already out. Did you see Trinidad's game against? No, I didn't watch that one. I'm afraid I was busy trying to get something to eat, because when you do these live streams, they actually make you quite hungry. So I did the live stream and then I went and got myself together. I'm going very retro tonight. You can see I've got the 98 jersey on and I am absolutely swimming in it. A friend of mine bought it for me for one of my birthdays a couple of years ago. So a few years ago, he gave me this as a birthday present. I believe it's an extra large. Hey, my friend, how you doing? I hope you guys have hit the like button. What we have under an hour to go until kickoff. So let me just continue with the show. Let's see something. I'm going to try something. I'm going to play around with my screen in front of me. Let's try something. No, it's not doing what I want it to do. So let us see. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just trying to do something with my screen. But I don't think it's going to work. So I'm going to leave it as it is for now, right? So how do we start this one off? Let's go ahead and do a little segue. I'm going to try and see if I can give you guys the starting 11, because apparently it's already out. See that you guys saying the starting 11 is out. So let's go ahead and see if I can find that starting 11 and we can go ahead and have a nice little chat. Looks like we've got Leon Bailey, Bala Bailey, fronting the starting 11, and what that means is I need to bring that up on the screen in front of me. So bear with me, and I will do exactly that. I see only one of you has given me your score prediction. Please, guys, do go ahead and get comfortable with the comment section. If you're waiting on the link for the game itself, just be patient. Again, let me know where you're based, where you're watching the match, and I should be able to redirect you to the game itself. Okay, so if we go ahead and open up my shared screen, I should probably go back on myself, or stop shared screen and bring something else up. And we can go ahead and look at the starting 11. You guys should be able to see this one on the screen in front of you. If in case you can't, I don't know, maybe you're driving, making your way home from work or whatever it is. If you are driving, both hands on the wheel, I've got you covered. So between the sticks, we have the captain, the skipper, Andre Blake. The rest of the starting lineup is as follows. We have Holgate Latibade, Vice Captain Damian Lowe, followed by Amari Bell, John Russell, Isaac Hayden, Leon Bailey, Damari Gray, Warner Brown, and Ronaldo Cephas. So a little bit of a tweak there with Leon Bailey coming in, and we obviously what that means is you should have Dixon on the bench. So on the sub bench we have Davis, Waite, Lee, King, Palmer, Morrison, Williams, Burrell, Campbell, Lambakisa, Dixon, and also Atkinson. If you want me to give that another spin at any point during the show, please do let me know, and I will go ahead and do exactly that. If you haven't hit the like button, what are you waiting on? Please do go ahead and hit the like button. I've got my eyes all over the screen because there's different things that I'm looking at, and I'm trying to give you guys all the necessary or relevant information. So if you see me looking across or doing left or right, I'm just trying to see what makes sense for you guys and what I should share with you guys. So that is the starting 11. Let me know what you make of the starting 11. And I guess it's a perfect opportunity to, let me get this off my screen, a perfect opportunity to pause and potentially look at the positives from the last game against British Virgin Islands. There probably aren't much positives. I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't gone back and watch the game itself. So let me go ahead and bring up that match, and maybe we could talk about some positives there from the game. And I think you can kind of see one of those positives in the starting 11, right? So let's go ahead and bring up the result there against British Virgin Islands, a slender 1-0 scoreline. Hopefully the National Stadium won't have no technical difficulties like what we saw against the BVI. Saw some technical difficulties there in relation to their stadium. What that meant was, for people like myself, we pretty much missed the first quarter of an hour of the game. So by the time the game started streaming my end, I actually haven't seen the goal, didn't see the goal, and I have yet to see Warner Brown's goal. So if you guys can describe Warner Brown's goal to me, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it, because I have yet to see it. I heard that apparently it was a header. Is that true? Was it a header? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Hello. So, hi, Crystal. Good evening. Can you please send the link that I can watch the match? Where are you based? Where are you based? Let me know where you're based. Saying that because you might need a good evening to yourself, by the way. I forgot my manners. You might need a VPN. So, looking back at the game against BVI. So, as I've always said on prior live streams, I pretty much trust Google stats with a pinch of salt, all right? Because they're not accurate. They're not accurate. So some of it is, but I've had times where it's just like, this isn't accurate. It's way off target. So again, take these stats here taken from Google with a pinch of salt, right? So this is how we looked against the British Virgin Islands stats wise. So in terms of shots, 2 shots there by the host in comparison to Jamaica's 15. Shots on target 2 for BVI. Jamaica with 5. Possession 29% possession for British Virgin Islands and 71 possession for the Reggae Boyz. Passes 153 passes for BVI. Jamaica recorded 359. Pass accuracy was 71% for BVI in comparison to Jamaica's 85%. Fouls committed, 10 fouls committed by BVI. Jamaica did 2 more with 12. Yellow cards, 0 for BVI, 1 for Jamaica. Red cards, 0 apiece. Offside, 0 apiece. Corners, apparently, according to this stat here in front of me, BVI recorded 0 corners. To be honest with you, I don't recall them having a corner, but surely that's not accurate. And this is kind of where I don't really heavily rely on Google for my stats. And this also, according to the stats there in front of me, Jamaica recorded 5 corners. Jamaica. So you're in Jamaica. I think you might need a VPN for it to work on CONCACAF. So you can keep your eyes on CONCACAF. I think. Don't quote me. You might want to check out if there's any games currently playing, and that will be able to give you an estimate pertaining to whether you will be needing a what's the word I'm searching for? What to say, BVI. Whether you'll be needing a VPN. All right. So you've got some time to go. You've got over 30 minutes to go. So enough time on your hands to go and figure out whether you'll be needing a VPN, right? So go ahead and do exactly that. Haiti are currently playing. So if you want to check out the Haiti game or St. Lucia, Caribbean affair, there's St. Lucia and Barbados. Couple games for you to test out to see if you'll be needing a VPN. All right. And if you do need one and I don't know, maybe you're not in the mood to purchase a VPN, then I have got you covered. The headline does read for itself, Reggae Boyz versus Guatemala, and it is for the CONCACAF World Cup Qualifier. So against British Virgin Islands, positives coming into this game. Guess what I want to do is, let me go and look back at that starting 11 there. I think the positives coming into, 1 second there, guys. One moment, let me go ahead and change something in front of me. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry about it. I think the positives there, aside from the obvious one, which was clearly in black and white for you all, the clean sheet. You can't be mad at a clean sheet. I know people are going into that game against BVI with their heads held quite high, beating their chest, pounding on their chest, wanting to see goals galore. I think one of the things that was discussed within our community is that the expectation, some were anticipating a thumping at the hands of the Reggae Boyz over BVI, but obviously that didn't happen. Only 1 goal scored on the night's occasion. But like I said, you can't take nothing away from what we saw pertaining to the clean sheet. And if we're being fair with ourselves, I think BVI, they, irrespective of not being able to peg us back and level the scoring or maybe even sneak a dramatic shock comeback victory over us, they still, I think, have a bit of a bite about them. And I respect the fact that they, again, in my interpretation is that they went into that game knowing, taking into consideration previous results, not just previous events against Jamaica, but just previous results in general, that they just wanted to keep the scoreline down. And obviously they did that. It wasn't an embarrassing scoreline. Yes, they are rock bottom of our table because we're all in the same table. The table consists of Guatemala out in front on 9 points, Jamaica level on 9 points. The only thing that separates both sides is what I've already touched on, which is the goal difference. You know, other nations there that make up Group E consist of Dominican Republic, Dominica, and British Virgin Islands, right? Professional says, Warner the striker we hate to love. That's not registering to me. I don't know, maybe it's because I've done so many things today. Can you, like, I don't know, rephrase that? Warner, the striker we hate to love. I don't know what you mean by that. It's probably so obvious, but again, my brain is thinking of multiple things while I'm trying to speak with you. So again, some positives there from the game itself, the clean sheets. Before I get on to the latter stages of the game, I kind of feel like it's the hope that's killing a lot of us. I don't know about you guys, but I think the expectation, aside from the fact that it's the level of opponents, you know, BVI, no disrespect to them, but lower ranked team going up against ourselves, I think the expectation was that we would just brush them to a side, especially when we saw how we played in the Unity Cup. I think the Unity Cup put us on a pedestal where we were expecting so much. And in saying that, it's perhaps the hope that kills. It's probably the hope that kills with the Unity Cup, because many, a bit like myself, probably looked at the Unity Cup and said, okay, now we're talking, this is going to be how we're playing going forward. Things have changed. We're moving forward in the right direction on a positive upward trajectory. But it was the performances wasn't the same. Excitement obviously wasn't the same, which is crazy. Probably a little bit concerning for some, because one was a friendly, or two were friendlies, and the other is a competitive match, it being two being the Unity Cup and the other being World Cup Qualifier. So you can see where the comparisons can be drawn, or where the comparisons can't be drawn, etc. So and again, one of the things that I picked up on from the Unity Cup, and I have touched on this on other live streams, was the physical encounter. And I touched on the fact that there is, growing up, definitely in London, there's always going to be these diaspora wars, country wars, some playful, some a little bit sinister, some a little bit personal, and so on. So perhaps someone said it in the comment section that that's probably why there was that bit of a not sinister, physical encounter from our behalf, because the players probably know that, yeah, this one is a little bit personal, a little bit of a rivalry there. So you can see the physicality there with the Unity Cup, especially not so much where Trinidad and Tobago is concerned, but most certainly where Nigeria is concerned. You can see that physical encounter. Instant impact. I think it's probably fair to say there were instant impacts across the Unity Cup in terms of when we went down, let's say 1-0 against Nigeria, or even 2-1, there was that instant impact. There was never this, you know, with Jamaica, it's always been in the past, particularly even with this squad, with these Reggae Boyz in the past, you could see them being guilty of dropping their heads. But again, when you look back at that game against Nigeria, going down inside, I think it was early stages inside the match, when it was the first goal scored. The first goal was scored inside the 9th minute, and we equalized within the 12th minute by Dixon. Again, we're going 2-1 down inside the 53 minute, and 10 minutes later, inside the 63rd minute, we found the equalizer thanks to Jonathan Russell. So you can see, and that clearly is what I'm alluding to in terms of the instant impact. You know, us going a goal down and finding ourselves back on level terms. Probably not something that we're overly used to seeing when it comes to the senior men's national side, but there's some glimpses there. They've done it on more than one occasion. Yes, inside the same match, but the fact of the matter is it can be done. They've done it. We just kind of want to see more of it. And in terms of instant impact, I guess you could make an argument that we saw instant impact. Only thing is, it's a different type of instant impact where the boys are concerned. So and it'll be interesting to hear what you guys think about this, because for me, when the gaffer made that substitution, at what point did they bring on the substitute? So let me go ahead and look back at the game against British Virgin Islands to see when the substitutes came on. Let's see this. Bear with me there, guys. So inside the 56th minute, we had Leon Bailey coming on for Kaheem Dixon, followed by Romario Williams coming on for Warner Brown. And I'm not really sure what you guys make of it, but I think for me, definitely you could see the instant impact there from Leon Bailey and Romario Williams. There was a shot taken by Romario Williams, and I think it ricocheted off the crossbar or maybe the sidebar. I can't remember which one. Leon Bailey, both of them, I think that the energy shifted. I think when both of those guys came into the game as the substitutes, there was a bit of an energy shift. We looked a little bit more energized. So I'm not surprised to see Leon Bailey starting over Kaheem Dixon, and that's not a bash on Kaheem Dixon, because you know he's only going to learn and grow. You know, he's still going through that development phase, so he's only going to learn and grow, and fingers crossed get better. But going back to the player that is Leon Bailey, heavily criticized, and someone could argue and say yes, he should be criticized because he's supposed to be the poster boy of our men's team. So expectations are heavy, you know, heavy is the head that wears the crown, etc. I think he definitely added something to the game. Don't know what you guys make of that, but for me, Romario Williams and Leon Bailey added some potency to the game, and we looked a little bit flat during certain periods of that match there against BVI. So I guess the substitution definitely was necessary. Obviously, the big thing that was missing from both of their performance, because people are so hung up on stats, would have been a goal or an assist. Romario Williams came the closest to scoring, finding the back of the net. But as I said, that shot there taken by Williams, I think it was like in the latter stages, deep into the second half, ricocheted off either the crossbar or the sidebar. So, and if either of those players, so Williams or Bailey, went on to scoring or assisting, especially scoring, be it that they would have been dubbed as the difference maker, they would have been classed as super subs. So I think, again, stretching back from the Unity Cup through to the losing train of thought, through to the game against BVI, you could see World Cup Qualifier, you can see those instant impact there, and hopefully we see more of the same. I'm not wanting there to be an instant impact. I don't want to find myself at any point during this game saying, you know what, we need a goal. I don't want to say that at all. But if we need a goal, then hopefully any substitutes that come into the game will be able to make that instant impact, which we'll all be needing. I need to change something my end, so do bear with me while I kind of play around with my screen to see what's what. Bear with me, guys. I need to just make a couple of adjustments to my screen. So let me know in the comment section what you guys make of the starting 11. If you haven't hit the like button as of yet, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and hit the like button. It does not cost you a penny. Please do go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It does not cost you a penny. Hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button. So let me go ahead and do some tweaks my end. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Let me go ahead and do some tweaks my end. Take my eyes off the screen temporarily to see what it is I need to do. Okay. And I think in a short while, what I should actually do is bring up Guatemala's starting 11. I should think it's available for viewing like in a minute now. So I think what I should do is bring up Guatemala's starting 11. I have to respect our opponents. So let's see. I've got so many tabs in front of me. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see if we can bring up both of these starting 11. Feel like it's already going to be a long night for myself, guys. It is almost 12 a.m. Am I tired? Yes, I am. I'm definitely tired. Been a long day, but I am here with you guys. So please do go ahead and hit that like button for me, please, and thank you. You should be able to see the starting 11 there for both teams. So let's go ahead and make it fair so we can see both teams fairly. We've already gone through Jamaica's starting 11, so let's just keep this one on the screen there for any of the potential Guatemalans. Fans, see what you guys, we prefer Ramon, but wanna keep score. Oh, I get you now. That's not such a bad thing, is it? That's not a bad thing. Squad depth. You need to be able to rely on your squad depth. As coach seemed like he experimenting, tried Gray last match, Bailey's turn. Yeah, he probably is doing that. That's probably a quest. That's probably a question there for the man himself, the gaffer. I would play what do you want to call it? I would play the press conference. The only thing is I don't think I can sit here and go over the press conference again because I just struggle to listen to what Steve McLaren was saying. Again, the questions were poor. Mind you, the questions were really poor, so I can't blame him. The questions that were put to him were extremely poor. So when he's being asked a question and he's kind of answering the question with the question, I don't blame him. So let me go ahead. I just got a message from Doc. He says Bermuda into World Cup qualifier 3rd round. Well, good. Congrats to Bermuda. They deserve it. They definitely deserve it. Can't knock them. Big ups to Bermuda. Congrats to them. They deserve it. They deserve to be exactly where they are. So, you know, can't not Bermuda. Okay, so I'm trying to see when our stream is going to start. It does say here that it should be starting in about 22 minutes. If you're across the pond in the United States, let me know where you guys are going to be watching the game or how you guys are going to be watching the game. If you're on home soil in Jamaica, then you're probably going to be needing a VPN if you fancy watching it on CONCACAF. Okay, so the starting 11 for Jamaica, I think I saw a comment there from someone in the comment section. So between the sticks, we have Andre Blake, and the rest of the players consist of, in terms of the starting 11, that is Latibade, Hayden, Low, Bell. So it looks like he's dropped Low back into defense. You got a centre-back partnership. Surely not. That surely can't be right. So again, I'm going to wait until kickoff because according to Google, you've got a centre-back partnership of Isaac Hayden and Damian Lowe with Mason Holgate playing in midfield. So it's almost as if you swap position, Holgate and Lowe swapped position. I won't know until kickoff, so I'm not going to comment too further on that one. So again, we have Andre Blake, Latibade, Hayden, Lowe, Bell, Holgate, Bailey, Russell, Warner Brown, and Damari Gray and Ronaldo Cephas. I almost didn't see Ronaldo Cephas there, but he's leading the line. Let me know again what you guys make of the starting 11. And for all the Guatemalans there, you've got your starting 11 right in front of you. Who they beat out. You know, I don't know why, but you seem to be confusing me a lot on this particular live stream. I can only blame myself. Maybe it's that tiredness, maybe it's the exhaustion, but I am so confused by your comments, and I don't mean that in a rude way. Please do continue to give me your comments. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's me, right? Maybe it's me. It could just very well be me. I guess what we could do is go ahead and look at previous games there between the two, just to see how we match up when we take on Guatemala. It is a fixture there that favors Jamaica. The fixture does favor Jamaica. So let's go ahead and look at how we compete against Guatemala over the last string of games. You should be able to see this one on the screen in front of you. I'm going to make it quick because the last thing I want is some copyright violation with these ads that's in front of me. me. So you can see here these two games, which obviously they have yet to produce a scoreline, because the one that I'm hovering over, that game is about to be played in a matter of 20 minutes. So do try and make yourselves comfortable. In about 20 minutes time, we'll be kicking off at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica against Guatemala. And in some days time, we have a different type of fixture against Guatemala, except this one will be played on the 17th, and it will be in the Gold Cup. So tonight we're dealing with World Cup qualifiers. Next time we play against Guatemala, it will be for the Gold Cup. So you can go ahead and see a string of competition there, dating starting from 2023 through to 2003, and it's a result clearly there, judging by the last string of results. As I said, that does tend to favor Jamaica. So if you're all about history and wanting to put yourself in a good position, then you probably will be licking your lips if you are Jamaica, that is. So that should be a total of what, 7 matches played between the two, 5 wins in the bag for Jamaica, 1 win for Guatemala, and obviously a draw between the two. So that is how we're looking, going in style. It's me. You know what? Okay, maybe it is me. I don't know, but maybe it is me. So that is how we're looking there, guys. I need to actually make sure that my stream is working. So give me a quick little second. Let me just check to see that my stream is working, because I need to actually figure out how I'm going to watch the game. Please do go ahead and hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, what are you waiting on? It does not cost you a penny. Please do go ahead and hit the like button for me, okay? Please then, thank you. Let me go ahead. You've got about somewhat, let's say 18 minutes until this one kicks off, okay? So you got 18 minutes until the match against Guatemala kicks off. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my stream is working so that I can give you guys this live stream. So it should be going live in 17 minutes. This is one of the things that I don't really like about CONCACAF. I can't be too fussy though, because they are essentially allowing us to watch the game for free, but I would like to have some sort of stadium build-up. I'm not really sure why they don't do stadium build-ups, but they should. They should at least give us a feel of the build-up, you know? Give us, like, you know, do some interviews with the fans, or I want to hear what the pundits have to say, and, you know, just the usual football build-up. So we don't currently have that from them. So what I'm going to do is just keep on looking at my screen in front of me to see what information I need to share with you guys. Matter of fact, let me change my screen. Let me go ahead and change my screen. What do you guys make of Leon Bailey starting? Don't think I asked you guys about Leon Bailey. I've already touched on the difference between the Unity Cup and also the World Cup qualifier. I think for some people they might say that the Unity Cup, it was 2 steps forwards, and the qualifier there against BVI, some people will say that it's 3 steps backwards, again because of the lone goal that was scored, just 1 single goal. And I heard someone mention the field. I can't remember if it was in the press conference. I believe it was in the press conference of the gaffer Steve McLaren, where they're talking about the field. And I'm not really buying the field excuse, because I just feel like it is an excuse. I think it's something that we double it down on a lot of the time. We always talk about the field. My issue with that is that even with our national stadium, we can talk about the field being an attributing factor pertaining to poor results, and that might hold water. But even with that, you look at other teams that have come to the national stadium and they've had little problems with playing on our stadium. Again, as I was saying on Elite Sports TV yesterday, Cavalier versus Inter Miami, that's a perfect example of another club coming to our national stadium, world class players, legends of the game, and they got the job done, and there was no issue. You have arguably the greatest footballer on the planet, that be it Lionel Messi, and he managed to get the job done. So I think from that game, I just started to look at this field issue and say, you know what, it might just be an excuse. There might be, yes, the argument might hold water, yes, to an extent, but I'm not going to say that the reason why we didn't beat BVI by an extensive scoreline, a heavy scoreline, is because of the field. I'm not really going to be latching onto that. I think there were definitely periods of the game where you could say that BVI wanted it more. Like they had, even when you look at the duels there from a couple of the BVI players, clearly they just, to me, just seems like they just wanted it more, and perhaps we should be grateful with that 1-0 scoreline, because it could have been more. The 1-0 scoreline could have been more. Thank God it wasn't, but it could have been more. But like I said, thank God it wasn't, right? So CONCACAF needs to hurry up and give us this this live stream, because I am kind of running out of patience a little bit. Now, again, just to reiterate, this is for the World Cup qualifiers, one of the games during our World Cup qualifier, request to qualify for the FIFA Men's World Cup 2026 for the first time since 1998. Can we do it? I hope so. I don't know. It's the hope that kills, like I said, but I do hope that we can qualify for the upcoming World Cup. We already know, I've discussed this on other shows, that the 3 co-hosting nations, they have already qualified. They're automatic qualified for the tournament automatically, that be it Mexico, Canada, and the United States. I'm tempted to talk about the United States on a separate show, because there seems to be so much going on with the United States, and I can understand. I'm like kind of stuck in the middle. I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but I also understand what the other party is saying. So maybe I might talk about the United States and all their drama. So much going on in the United States. Crazy, because they are one of the co-hosts. So you don't really expect some of the stuff that you're seeing. It's a little bit unusual. I don't recall seeing it with another nation that's gearing up to host a World Cup. Maybe you guys can what's the word I'm searching for? Jog my memory on that one. So we're talking about the second round of play pertaining to the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. And just a reminder, this is where each team will play a total of 4 matches. So this is going to be our 4th match, and we're up against the team that is currently sitting at the top of the table, that be it Guatemala. We currently share points, 9 points apiece. Guatemala have a superior goal difference over us. So again, at the conclusion of the second round of play, this current round of play, where, to reiterate, each team will play a total of 4 matches, 2 home and 2 away. The group winners and runners-up, so that's the top 2 teams, 12 teams in total, will progress to the 3rd and final round. So that is how we're looking. I'm gonna go and see what's going on with the CONCACAF, just to kind of see if we can get something going pertaining to this live stream starting. I don't have a clue what's going on, but let's see if they've already started the game. Have they started it? I don't think they have. It doesn't look like they've started it at all. I don't think they've started it, guys. Don't think they've started it at all. It's very frustrating. So let's go ahead and click on this one. I think they might start the stream in, let's say, some 10 minutes, right? So I think we've got 10 minutes to go until, or just over 10 minutes to go until CONCACAF starts their live stream. So let me know where you're based in the comments section. Might be able to send you on your way. If you haven't hit the like button as of yet, what are you waiting on? Please do go ahead and kindly hit the like button for me. All right, it's going to be a long show. It's already coming up to 12 a.m. and I am tired. I don't think I'm going to stay for too long with you guys. When the show wraps up, I think that will be me done and dusted. And yeah, I think that's going to be me, guys, done and dusted. Once the show wraps up, that will be me. Might send you to another live stream, depending on who is live. I'll keep my eyes on the guys in our YouTube community to see who is live, and maybe I could redirect you guys. So thank you to those of you who have hit the subscribe button. Definitely appreciate your support. I think on my last live stream, my last live watch along, I think we hit somewhat 50 plus subscribers. So that was a massive win for myself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate each and every one of you. All right, guys, I'm just wondering if I should put this on my TV. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to maybe put it on the screen in front of me. I'm not going to put it on my TV, trying to avoid any copyright violation. Try something. Why is it not working? Let me try something else. That doesn't seem to be working. All right, come on, CONCACAF. All right, guys, so we've got somewhat 8 minutes until kickoff, right? So we've got 8 minutes until the game kicks off. And like I said, I'm growing a little bit of impatient here with getting a little bit impatient with CONCACAF. I don't understand why they have to do the live stream on the stroke of kickoff. Can you not just let us watch some build up? Like we did with the game against BVI. Show the game again, or maybe it was to do with the streaming, that because there was a streaming issue. But in the game against BVI, we had some content to work with, some cutaways. We could see what was going on inside the stadium. The most I know is that the guys have definitely arrived at the stadium. So both teams have arrived at the stadium. And we can see some fans inside the stadium, a matter of fact. So we can see some fans inside the stadium. I'm going to switch and put it on my screen in front of me so that I can also keep an eye on you guys there in the comment section. So we can see the stadium, a couple of people showing out in their national colors, the black, green, and gold, as they should. Feel like when you're going to watch your national side, it only makes sense to show up in your national colors. You also got the team there, Reggae Boyz in the tunnel alongside Guatemala. Both of those teams there being led out by their captains. Got some Guatemalans inside the stadium soaking up the atmosphere, taking their pictures and their videos. Clearly they're enjoying themselves, and the teams are currently being led out by their respective captains. Let me know if you guys can hear my audio. If you guys can hear my commentary, let me know in the comment section, because obviously I'm trying to avoid a copyright violation. So the action is almost underway, guys. Finally, at long last, we've got about 7 minutes until kickoff, and both teams are walking out of the tunnel there inside the national stadium. Black, gold, and green flag being waved high and full of pride there. Two young lads there waving a Jamaican flag. Things you like to see. Let me go ahead and change something my end. Bear with me, guys. Last time I saw the stadium, the field looking this good, I got way ahead of myself. Said it looked great, but then when we got those close-ups, it was far from great. So I'm going to hold my horses. I can't say it looks immaculate, but it's looking better than we've seen. Don't know what you guys make of that. If you can see the game itself, let me know what you make of the field. It does look much better than what I have seen, most certainly. So And if that's true, and if the eye test isn't lying, then we shouldn't have no excuse for pitch quality not being that great. Let me know what you guys make of the quality of the pitch. You can see the Guatemalan flag being waved high. Guatemala seems as if their national anthems being played inside the stadium. We've got the panning shot of the players there with their hands over their heart, singing and listening to their national anthem. So my clock here, we've got about 6 minutes until kickoff. If you haven't given me your predictions, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and give me your predictions for tonight's live stream. Let me know how you see this one panning out, okay? Just let me know your predictions. So this is how we are looking. That's just, football really is for the fans, because the thing that these guys have traveled, I'm assuming it could be that the players' families or just, normal fans like you and I traveling all the way to Jamaica to watch your team play. Like, that's a lot of love. That's a whole lot of love, that's beautiful. It's wonderful to see. It's absolutely wonderful to see. Guatemala's anthem. You guys are probably a little ahead of me, maybe ahead of me by a minute, because I'm still listening to the Guatemalan anthem. I think that one's just come to an end, and we should be listening to Jamaica's anthem soon. We should have Jamaica's anthem currently being played as the camera pans along with the players in sight. Be interesting to see if the gaffers actually placed Damian Lowe in the centre back partnership with Holgate going forward into midfield, similar to what we saw with Damian Lowe against BVI. But I guess we have to wait until the game itself kicks off before we can determine that one. So if you have not dropped your score predictions, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and please, 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 please drop your score predictions for me. Drop your score predictions for me. Do not leave me hanging. Go ahead and drop your score predictions. World Cup qualifiers, we are 3 minutes away from kickoff at the National Stadium. If you're searching for a link, let me know. I might be able to guide you on that one, might be able to send you on your way. If you are watching in Jamaica, I do believe you might need a VPN to watch it over on CONCACAF. Potentially, if you're across the pond, I shouldn't think you need a VPN because CONCACAF is from across the pond. But anyways, wherever you are in the world, you could always check out CONCACAF. If it's not working for you, you might need to get yourself a VPN. Okay? So we've got the teams there taking their team photos, and subsequently the game will be kicked off. Liam Bailey starting this one with Dixon on the bench. So what is this? A 4-2-3-1 formation. So yeah, it does have here. It's so confusing because now it's saying that So hold on. Let me save that for. I might put that on the screen in front of me. Yeah, I might put that on the screen in front of me. I might change the screen for you guys. Let me go ahead and change it. Let me go ahead and change my screen quickly, guys, because I want to actually have a better look at this. I want to see the starting 11 according to CONCACAF. All right, so let me see what CONCACAF's saying with this starting 11. Let's go ahead and see what CONCACAF was saying, guys. Bear with me. I'll go ahead and bring that up on my screen. Coin toss. We've already got the coin toss. Currently looking at Guatemala's starting 11. get that Guatemala starting 11. Capture Guatemala's starting 11 if in case someone wants to see their starting 11. So we should be getting underway in less than 1 minute. All right, in less than 1 minute we should be kicking things off at the National Stadium. Players going into their rightful position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little jump. I'm going to go ahead and change this quickly. So for those of you who are wondering about the lineup, there is the lineup there on the screen in front of you. Okay, obviously we've got Damian Lowe as the captain, and Damian Lowe is between the sticks. You got not Damian Lowe, sorry, Andre Blake as the captain, Andre Blake between the sticks, Damian Lowe as the vice captain. So we're only a matter of seconds away from kickoff. I would not mind this game going by as quickly as the last game went by. For obvious reason, because I am tired. I'm definitely tired. So let's just see what you guys make of the field. Are my eyes fooling me? Am I being fooled by the quality of the field? Let me know if I'm being fooled by the quality of the field, guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm being fooled. Let me know. All right. Let me know about the quality of the field. The game is underway. 7 seconds being played. Let's just see this one. I don't know why it's why is it jumping? Let's go back a step. If I'm ahead of you, then actually I don't think I'm ahead of you guys. I think you guys in the comment section and those of you who are silently watching, I think you guys are ahead of me. I just had to peg my live stream back just a little bit just to see something. And then I'll just pull it forward. So okay, so the game kicked off with Honduras. Honduras got us underway. So let's go back and look at this one. Warner Brown. A little shot there of the coach and his backroom staff. Let me know if you can hear my audio, guys, because the last thing I need is a copyright violation. Ball being played from the back there by Guatemala, passing across their defense. Goes up top. That one is picked up by Andre Blake. And he pretty much just threw that one out. The pitch is deceiving, isn't it? Again, the closer you get, you kind of see that it's far from perfect. Guatemala with the ball. Playing this one out from the back, playing it forward. One was intercepted there. Got a throw in for Guatemala. And while I'm looking at the track, I can't lie. I think I've said this on streams before. I do love the track. The track's looking great at the National Stadium. Playing it out from the back again is Honduras. Trying to bring the ball forward. Hate not being able to hear the audio, but I can't hear the audio because I'm trying to avoid a copyright violation. Ball still with Guatemala. Yeah, the pitch isn't it isn't all that as to be expected. Playing it back to their keeper. And as per usual, guys, while as we approach the first quarter an hour of the game, you know the rule. Let me know what you make of the match. Guatemala is gone for a few reps. I think that might have been the second long ball up top there, out from defense to their forward. It looks to me, I'm trying to figure out who's in midfield. If you guys can see who's in midfield, do let me know. So it looks to me that Damian Lowe is actually gone exactly with what's been said on the screen in front of you. So it does look like, yeah, he's actually gone back into that center back pairing. So it looks as if it is Damian Lowe and Holgate doing the center back pairing. Bell. Free kick? No, it's not a free kick. Coach has ignored that. The referees ignored that one, and then he draws for a foul. Seconds later. So it looks like Guatemala have a free kick. Moments before that, though, it looked as if Bailey looked like he was barged off the ball, but perhaps the player just came across him. Need to see that one on a replay. But nevertheless, Guatemala have their free kick. Ball to the feet of their goalkeeper. See what you guys are saying there in the comment section while I try to keep a Nella, good day to yourself. Big up to everyone on the live. I hope you're in good health. Feel like I'm saying more Guatemala than Jamaica the first 5 minutes of game time so far. Early days, but we obviously aren't settled into the game. Neither team settled into the game yet, but like I said, it's only 5+ minutes of game time so far. Only 5+ minutes have been played so far. So is that their strategy? Long ball? You guys probably know Guatemala more than myself. Should definitely know Guatemala more than myself if you're from Guatemala. Any Guatemalans listening, is that your identity? Long ball? And that's not an insult, but I've seen that ball being played long there on maybe 2 to 3 occasions now. Holgate with a long ball of his own. So is that what we're going to be doing tonight, guys? Long ball for long ball. Looks like this one. Okay, Latibade saved that one from going out. Damian Lowe, Holgate, Maribel. That one is intercepted by Guatemala. Foul there. Looks as if Isaac Hayden we saw being blown there. Guatemala with another free kick. I am good, thanks. Same to you and to everyone. You know, when you're doing these live streams so late, you just want goals. I want a win, but I also want goals. All being played forward there by Guatemala. One there's waved for offside. It better be worth my watch. That's all I'm saying. Damian Lowe, long ball. Cephas, Russell. That one there cleared by Guatemala, out for a throw-in. Looks like Cephas might be taking the throw-in. It's Latibade. My apologies, guys. Latibade taking the throw-in. Passes it to Russell, back to Latibade, back to Damian Lowe. Sloppy ball there from Damian Lowe. Pull back to Lowe. Mari Bell passes it to Mason Holgate. Holgate to Damian Lowe. Low to Cephas. He's looks like he was taken out there, but the whistle hasn't been blown. Jamaica still with the ball possession though. Damian Lowe back to Holgate. Holgate's to looks as if is that Damian? Is that Gray or Leon Bailey? Latibade. Russell. Holgate. Bell. Damian Lowe. He finds Cephas out wide. Cephas running. Ball into the box, safely in the hands of the goalkeeper. 10 minutes played. How are you guys feeling? 10 minutes into the game. You guys are probably a little ahead of me. If you've not hit the like button, what are you waiting on? Please do go ahead and hit that like button. It does not cost you a penny. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. It's not going to make you broke. Hit that like button for me. So 10 minutes played. I'm giving myself maybe 5 more minutes. That's kind of like my little rule, quarter of an hour on the clock. What do you guys make of the game so far? Got to talk to me in the comments section, guys. I need you guys to keep me company. Let me know what you guys make of the game so far. Also, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button for your girl. Please do go ahead and hit that like button. If you've already hit the subscribe button, God bless you. If you're just watching silently, God bless you. Either way, thank you so much for your support. It does not go unnoticed. All right. Might leave that one on the screen there in front of you guys, right? So far, so good. Jim Otherwise says, so far, so good. Really? What's good for you so far? I'm assuming you support Jamaica, right? What's good for you so far? What's the positives that you can see as we steadily approach the quarter hour mark? It is still 0-0 inside the National Stadium. To be the 8th game played between the two sides. We've got Guatemala on the attack from the right through to the middle, inside the box, back out, intercepted by Jamaica. Oh, nice shot. Beautiful, comfortably saved there by Andre Blake. It's that first real pop-up goal for Guatemala. Good little bit of movement there, to be fair to the visitors, but comfortably saving the end by Andre Blake. And we can be easily unlocked just like that. Maybe that's a little bit of a warning sign. Maybe that's a little bit of a warning. One thing I don't like, we've got Damian Lowe there down on the deck. Hopefully it's nothing serious. He's been helped back to his feet by Mason Holgate. One thing I don't like is seeing players without the names on the back of their jerseys. Guatemalan Federation, you need to do better. You need to do better. Oh, that would have been a tasty little goal there for Guatemala. So that's the first real scare there for the hosts, the Reggae Boyz, but that was dealt with comfortably so by the veteran, the skipper, Andre Blake. Plenty of Guatemalans inside the stadium mixing it up with the home side. That's what you like to see. Football bringing people together. Latibade. Maribel. Holgate. Latibade. In the ball forward. Cephas. Back to Latibade. Holgate, Gray, Holgate, Latibade, Russell. Jamaica drumming up some passes there between themselves. Damian Lowe, Hayden, Holgate, back to Hayden. Hayden with a long ball to finds Cephas out wide. Cephas back to Damian Lowe. Latibade back to Holgate. Holgate running the ball forward, passes it out to Bell. Bell passes it to Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey there got caught there between two Guatemalans. Guatemala with the ball, pushing it forward. It's not coming off for them. That one is to the feet of Andre Blake. Quarter of an hour play there. Jimmy says that it's a good game so far. A pimp Nate slip back. Good day to yourself. He says, where is the midfield? Good question. Their ball position and looking for the opening man. I'm assuming you're a Jamaica fan and you're saying the ball position and looking for the opening man. You're probably talking about trying to to break the deadlock. I'm assuming, right? If I got that wrong, then let me know. Holgate, Bell, Leon Bailey, the left there. Twisting and turning. 3 players on Bailey. That one goes out for a throw-in by Leon Bailey. A little bit scruffy there at the back. No scare so far from us for the Guatemalans to deal with. Gray, Bailey, back to Gray. Damian Lowe deep in midfield, put this one forward. That one is neatly intercepted there by Guatemala. Guatemala going forward with the ball through the middle, spinning. Nice little spin. You gotta know when to pass the ball. He finally does. I think he put that one. That one's probably waved offside. So got a free kick there for Jamaica. What happened? Yeah, took too long. It took too long to pass the ball. Took way too long to pass the ball. Back passing, we doing and calling it good position, jolting. Our defense looks shaky. That's what I'm saying. First real shot off goal there from Guatemala. That's a warning sign. I noticed Liam Bailey has switched from left to right. Good. So curling effort there by Leon Bailey. Another comfortable save there, this time to the hands of the Guatemalan keeper. So Liam Bailey has switched position. And we call that our first real effort at goal. And that is through Leon Bailey. Didn't really drum up much of a scare, but at least someone is trying to break the deadlock that is. We're steadily approaching the 20th minute mark. Still 0-0. Just under 18 minutes played my end. Guatemala pushing forward from defense. Midfield back to defense. Nobody running back to defend when losing the ball. Yes, that was the answer to so far so good Jamaica. I thought so. Isaac Hayden with the ball. This one forward, trying to find Leon Bailey. Does find Leon Bailey. Liam Bailey lays that one off. That one is back to Latibade, Hayden to Amari Bell pushing wide, pushing far up, I should say. Cephas, it looks as if Cephas and Bailey have switched positions there, guys. Amari Grave, the ball, Liam Bailey calling for it. Latibade finally finds them, the ball at the feet of Leon Bailey. Step overs here and there from Leon, passes it to Russell. Russell puts it in. A little bit of a growing energy there from Jamaica. Just look. Oh, good idea. That one is chested down by Guatemala and back to the hands of the goalkeeper. Guatemala. I mean, Leon Bailey. Talk to me about Leon Bailey there, guys. What do you make of Leon Bailey's performance so far? I'm wondering why they didn't start off in that position that they're in now. So why? Because that, to me, that's what I expected. Exactly in the position where they're now switched to. And I'm talking about Leon Bailey and Cephas. Why did they start off like that? Maybe coach's instructions, but they've done a switch. Just keep an eye on whether that's going to be a temporary or a permanent switch. 20 minutes on the clock and the deadlock has yet to be broken. Mari Bell. Holgate. What do you guys make of Holgate's last couple of performances? What do you guys make of his last performance there against BVI? Bailey. So far, for me, this performance doesn't look a bit better than against British Virgin Islands, even though we haven't scored yet. For me, this performance does look a bit better. I had to correct myself there. My apologies, Dem Oates. I didn't mean to misquote you, okay? My apologies. So Dem Oates is saying this performance looks better. I hear where you're coming from. Cephas with the ball. From left into the box. Low save there by the goalkeeper. I think Warner Brown was trying to latch onto that one. It looks as if we're trying to pull the strings from our two wide players there, Warner Brown and Leon Bailey. Both players there, as I said, switch positions. So a pimp named Slipback is saying the coach not good. Pimp named Slipback is not a happy bunny. Batibade to Bailey. Bailey going for so they have to double mark him, don't they? Double marking Liam Bailey. Looks like that one has resulted in a corner kick for Jamaica. The corner kick is being taken by Leon. He's gearing up to take the corner kick. Bailey been playing nice both games, agree. Not sure why Bailey and Cephas started in. Exactly what I was saying. And you can tell it was unnatural. You can tell that they just didn't look comfortable, right? So I'm not sure what that was all about. Bailey standing over the corner kick here, guys. Just waiting for this one to be taken. 22 minutes on the clock. Currently 0-0 against Guatemala. A little bit of a coming together there inside the box. A little bit of a hugging. Ball goes inside the box. Leon Bailey. Oh my God. Warner Brown. That's frustrating. Good. That's what we want to see. Want to see that again. Want to see that on replay. I think he was going for his target man. Maybe his target man was Cephas. And it looks, the target man might have been, is it Cephas or Damian Lowe that he was going for, Leon Bailey? Anyways, there was a follow-up there by Warner Brown. Didn't result in finding in the back of the net, but Warner Brown with a follow-up. Still 0-0 on the clock, 23 minutes played. Warner Brown, that's a tug on Warner Brown, but the play continues because the ball's at the feet of Leon Bailey. Now he's cutting into the box. He's cutting in, still with Leon Bailey. Russell. Damari Gray's getting involved. He takes the ball away. feel like they're knocking on that door now, guys. The Reggae Boyz. It does feel like they're knocking on the door. Is that Holgate taking the throw in? Seems like he's come down quite deep. Holgate, I think they're with the number 4. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why you come so deep? Exactly what I thought. So he handed the ball over to Latibadier. Latibadier took the throw in. I was thinking you're quite deep. Dangerous game to play. So that that throw in has resulted in what looks to be another corner kick there being taken by Leon Bailey. Come on, guys. Come on, break the deadlock. Leon Bailey over the free kick. He whips this one in. This one is a bit too much of a power on it. Goes out for a free kick. The first one was so much better. The first the last corner kick, I should say, was much better from Leon Bailey. Get Casey and Ravel in the match second half, says a pimp named Slickback. They possibly started like that to confuse Guatemala. I think they only confused themselves. They confused their foot because it's not your natural position, as you already alluded to, and you can tell that it's not their natural position. So I don't really think they confused anyone. Because either which way, they would double mark Bailey, whether he's playing left or right. The ball goes out to Leon. Leon finds it inside the box. We've got 3 players on him. Passes it to Latibadier. Latibadier rips it inside the box, headed away by Guatemala. Wow, good challenge. Grave the ball off at his feet. Passes it out to Leon Bailey. Every time Leon Bailey has the Jonathan Russell. Nice one. Nice one. I believe that's his first start on home soil as well. So is that his first start, first goal? Wonderful there by Jonathan Russell. Let's see that one. Let's see that one on replay. Let's see this one on replay there. So the deadlock's finally been broken. Took us 26 minutes. And it's Leon Bailey with the ball. That's an assist for Leon Bailey. Lovely ball into the box there from Leon Bailey. An assist from Leon Bailey. And it looks as if it might have hit the shoulder of Jonathan Russell. Is it his head? I think he headed that one in, a matter of fact. My apologies. Nevertheless, deadlock broken thanks to Jonathan Russell of Leon Bailey with the assist. So 26 minutes in, and it is Jamaica out in front. 1 goal to the good. Deadlock finally broken as we approach 30 minutes on the clock. So all it took 26 minutes to break the deadlock. Looks like it might be a familiar scoring for us, although I don't want to talk too soon, but it might be a familiar scoreline for us. So 8 encounter there between us and Guatemala, and the result does tend to favor Jamaica. Jonathan Russell, in what appears to be his first game on home soil for Jamaica. Not bad if it is his first goal. First game. And let's see if I can bring something up on the screen, or maybe not. Maybe not. Let's love that though. Love Leon Bailey, guys. Again, impact. That impact there that we were talking about, pertaining to the subs made by the gaffer. I know we like to crucify him. Just trying to update something my end, guys. Bear with me. No, we like to crucify McLaren, but there you go for a positive substitution. Leon Bailey involved again. Dem Oates says it's a wonderful goal. And yes, it is a wonderful goal. Headed there. At first glance, it looked as if it came off his shoulder, but And second attempt, it was headed in by Jonathan Russell, teed up by Leon Bailey. So Leon Baller Bailey with the assist, and that's what we want from him. You know, we want him to be getting those assists. That's exactly what we want from him, and we're seeing that. So hopefully we can see more of the same from the man himself, Mr. Leon Bailey. So almost 30 minutes on the clock, and we are out in front. Looks as if someone's on the deck, someone's on the deck there. I think it might be Holgate. Seems like he's got the magic spray being applied to his, what's that, right knee? I think that's his right knee, and the players rightfully so. They're using this temporarily pause to hydrate themselves. Definitely happy for Jonathan Russell. That's a player that people have been screaming out, you know, wanting Jonathan Russell to come into the game. Really pleased with Leon Bailey to see how he's playing. Mr. Michael Ballin, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
How's your day been?
I just come off the work about an hour ago.
Yeah. How's hold on. Where's Mikey? There he is. My apologies.
Yes.
I'm trying to play around with this screen to make sure that we look fine on screen. Yeah, what do you make of the game? Can you see the game? What do you make of the game?
Yes, I'd say the last 15 minutes we start playing better.
Yeah. What do you make of Bailey?
Huh? I
What
was
do you make
playing
of
well.
Leon?
I think the coach started him on the wrong side of the field in the beginning.
Definitely. He looked uncomfortable, didn't he?
And Cephas looked uncomfortable too.
Both of them, because it's not their natural position. I thought it was weird. I was like, this looks a little bit peculiar. What's going on here?
Right. So now that they're going to their natural position, the team look better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like we have some defensive duty to tender to.
Yes.
Doris there with a free kick, roll the ball forward.
Oh, you're ahead of me. Oh, that's okay.
I'm ahead of you?
Yeah, but I don't understand this thing. Oh, some people can be ahead of some people.
Sometimes you guys are ahead of me, so I don't really understand how. Good day to yourself, DC. Mr. Thompson, good day to yourself also.
You watching on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm watching it on CONCACAF. Where are you watching it?
Same place. So I don't understand how come you're ahead of me.
I don't know, you know. I don't know. I'm not sure how.
Yes, well.
What do you make of the first? Well, you said you missed so the bits that you could see. What do you make of the performance from Jamaica?
I mean, for this game?
Yeah, so far.
So far, well, the first 10 minutes they were in a bad position. I mean, because Bailey and Cephas was in the wrong position as far as I was concerned. So since I switched them around, you see the crosses are coming in. The team look in a better shape.
Yeah.
But I think they need to be more aggressive. I think they're playing a little bit too slow. So
need to move the ball faster. Ball into the box. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, would have been a good header there by Warner Brown. Good idea.
So Cephas again is beating everybody. Cephas again. You see, Warner Brown took that header. It was going right on Russell head again. You know.
Yes, a lovely ball by Ronaldo Cephas.
So Warner Brown just missed 2 so far since the game started.
Frustrating. Yeah, the follow-up. Missed the follow-up there. And
from the corner.
Good work so far by our wide players there, Cephas and Leon Bailey.
Yes, you know. So what I'm saying, you know, people were talking about, you know, whom I said there's no way you're going to start a team without Leon Bailey and Demarai Gray. But the problem is here is that when he plays in the midfield, you don't see his work. So what, you know, but so far so good. Can't complain. They're leading 1-0. I'm wondering if Guatemala started their best team because they know they're going to finish in the same. No, or they can move up into a different pot, I guess. So maybe, you know, because Jamaica already is in one group away from Panama and Costa Rica.
Oh my gosh, that feel is atrocious. I'm gonna wait for you to see what I just saw.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cephas tripped over there just before, remember?
And this is why I said I did a stream where Doc joined me on the stream. I'm not sure if you met Doc before, but he's a doctor, literally, an actual doctor. And I was saying to him, we're talking about the science of the game, the ball there at the feet of Liam Bailey inside the box. Oh my God, great effort. Wonderful effort. That is saved by the keeper. Oh my God, Leon Bailey.
Yeah.
Leon Bailey.
Leon Bailey is playing for a contract now.
Leon Bailey.
Yes. The score should have been 3 easy right now. Easy 3-0.
Love that. One-handed save there by Guatemala.
Yes.
Coach with his hand on the back of his head, like, how the hell did he not score that?
The far corner, you know, that is turning. Well, you know, this guy's a good keeper, although he made some blunders in the last game. But
corner to Jamaica taken by Damari Grace. Fisted away by Guatemala's keeper. Ball to the feet of Holgate. Holgate passes it backwards to Andre Blake.
And all the knock on Holgate. Holgate is playing well. He's calm and cool.
Holgate, Isaac Hayden, Latibade. Yeah, he is. He is Mr. Ballin.
Yep. The last 3 games I see in him is 3. Yes, 2, 3. Yep. Last 3. This is the 4th one, right? Yep. Good pass, Lati.
Yeah, I think I agree with you because we could see this looking at the comment there, we could see this there from the last game against BVI, as I already touched on. We've got another corner kick here that's been taken short corner kick by Gray to Cephas back out to Gray inside the box. He trips. It's a penalty there to Jamaica. So we got a penalty, guys. So we could be doubling the lead. Guess that's what you say. Too tricky for them. Leon Bailey has picked up the ball. Looks like he's going to be taking it. To see that replay again, the pitch is atrocious. Yes, he brought him down. He definitely tripped him up.
I think they're watering the pitch too much. They're overwatering it now. And the soil, and remember, they don't have a grass, they don't have a sand-based soil, they have a soil base.
Could be. We've got Leon Bailey.
They need a sand-based soil.
We've got Leon Bailey here gearing up to take the free kick. See if we can go ahead and double our lead. It's just Leon Bailey and the man between the sticks, the Guatemalan goalkeeper. Let's see if we can double the lead as we head into halftime. 36 minutes on the clock. Leon Bailey standing over the free kick, the penalty. He goes to take it, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Yes, Warner Brown.
Yeah.
Warner Brown.
I caught up with you because I was a little bit behind and I moved my thing forward, so I'm right on time.
Warner Brown there with the follow-up.
Yep.
That penalty there by Leon Bailey wasn't the best of penalty, but smart thinking, like a poacher there inside the box. That is Warner Brown. Finally gets his goal. Should actually have a hat-trick if we're being fair with Warner Brown. But finally puts his name inside the back of the net. Leon Bailey's penalty there was saved by the Guatemalan, and the goal, the save is followed up by Warner Brown finding the back of the net. 2-0 to Jamaica.
I didn't know he was this fast. He's quick.
Yeah, impulse.
Yeah,
that's a striker's instinct, isn't it?
Yep, and I like how Damari is talking to him, which is good.
Sorry, say that again.
Damari Gray is like, talking to him.
Yeah, that's a striker's instinct there. Follow it up.
What's going on the bench now?
As in who is on the bench?
No, what's going on with McLaren? Because it looked like something is not right on the bench or something is
I
not
don't
right.
even know, to be honest with you. So that's 2-0 there. Penalty awarded to Jamaica after Damari Gray was brought down inside the box. Penalty taken by Leon Bailey. His penalty was saved. But Warner Brown followed up with the save from the keeper to double the lead. 2-0 to Jamaica thanks to Russell and Warner Brown.
One thing I want to say about Warner Brown, so far he has played 4 games. 4? No, he came on in one of those games in England, Nigeria game. He didn't put, but in the 5 games that he has played so far, he has had 1 assist and 3 goals.
You know what? The man plays with a purpose, Mr. Ballin. I don't know what you make of that, but he's so purposeful, and you could see that with the rebound, right?
Yes.
He's
And
hungry.
I had him in my starting 11. The only
Yeah.
person that I did not have in my starting 11 was Cephas, because I had Palmer playing midfield.
That's what we want to see. You know, I'm happy with the scoreline because, like I said, it is quite late where I'm at. It is, what time is it? Almost 1 a.m. 20 minutes until 1 a.m. Leon Bailey with a lovely ball. Too much on it. Good vision there by Leon Bailey to find the running, the sprint there forwarded by Damari Gray. A little bit too much of a power on that one.
Yeah.
Guatemala's keeper deals with it.
Also, some people had a problem with Damari Gray playing the position he's playing now. But when we played against the US and got 4-2, he scored 2 goals from that position. I don't know if people remember that. When he has
Russell with the ball at his feet. He's running forward. Pauses this one to
who shot?
Good
Who
effort.
Who took that shot? Damari. Yes, you think Guatemala started the best team because they made 5 changes from the last game, which they had to win the last game.
Looks as if Holgate looks like he picked up a knot there, Mr. Ballin. So he's coming off for Richard King.
But at least he's walking off on his old powers, which is good.
Yeah, that's the positive there is that he's actually walking off, like you said. So not too bad, but not great. I think it looks like there was a tweak.
Yes.
So it looks like there is a tweak. It was, you remember, guys, when Guatemala took a little shot at our goal and it was comfortably saved by Andre Blake. During that moment, it looks as if he tweaked maybe his knee, right? Looks like he might have tweaked his right knee.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's nothing. It's only precautionary, hopefully. Guatemala on the attack inside the box, twisting. Oh, wow. Good efforts. Jamaica in control at the back there. Barged off the ball. Guatemala barging Warner Brown off the ball.
What you heard about King contract in Scotland? Is this a rumor? This is true?
Well, I saw it as on the BBC, so I'm guessing you just have to wait to see if that one comes to fruition. 41 minutes on the clock. Jamaica out in front with 2 goals to the good. Might get maybe 2 additional minutes. Can't say I'm not happy because I am definitely happy. So you want to see from your team. Definitely what you want to see from your team.
I'm trying to figure out who's playing on the right fullback. Is it Low?
Who is, sorry, say that again?
Who's playing right fullback?
Oh no, Bell. Oh, right fullback, Latibade. You got Latibade and Bell.
But he's more in the midfield than at the right fullback.
Yeah, it's probably chopping and changing.
Because
King asking for the ball. Russell barged off. Referee says play on. Guatemala on the attack, pushing forward. Good ball there. But again, it's waved offside.
You know, the number 11 on Guatemala was trying to play for Jamaica.
Was he?
Yes, he is Guatemala. Yeah, he is Jamaican. Heritage.
We got to time their passes a bit more accurate, Guatemala. Cephas with the ball.
Take it back, Cephas. Carry it back. Yep. Start over.
Vivian Lowe. Richard King. King, see the idea that he was trying to work with.
Yeah.
Latibadir.
Latibadir is in the center of the field, so that's one thing we were playing. That's definitely right fullback. It looked like King is even wider than him.
Latibadir running with the ball. Passes it back to Richard King. Richard King to Isaac Hayden. Isaac Hayden to Amari Bell. Bell to Cephas. Cephas to Damien to who is that? That looks like it might be
Hayden.
King with the ball. Back to Low.
Back to Hayden. Back to Bell. And they're not rushing it, which is good.
King with the ball. Passes it to Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey going forward. Leon Bailey still. Release it to Russell. Russell pass it back to Bailey. The good thing is they're losing the ball, but they're getting it back in the matter of seconds. Another foul being drawn there. This time it is a foul on Demari Gray yet again. If you can't catch him, foul him. Jamaica have a free kick to deal with there. 3 minutes of additional time. So it looks as if we're going into the halftime break. Unless we get another goal on the scorecard there, we're going into the break leading 2 goals to the good, thanks to Jonathan Russell and also Warner Brown. Back-to-back goals there for Warner Brown, the lone goal scorer against British Virgin Islands, also double our lead in tonight's game against Guatemala. Jamaica hoping to see this one out on a high. So Richard King with the ball. This is it to Latibadir to Low to King. King to Russell. Good turn there by Jonathan Russell. King inside the box. Too quick.
Offside.
That one would have been waved offside. Still got about 2 minutes of game time left there, guys. You need to just hold his
seen that he was offside. Defender step up.
Miles offside.
Of course.
Just seeing the replays, miles offside.
Yeah.
Marlon with the ball, dealt with there by Hayden.
Okay.
Let me know in the comment section, guys, as we come to the end of the first 45. Let me know if you guys are pleased with what you can see. Let me know if you're pleased with the performance there of the lads. That is the side Guatemala is attacking, our right side, because our right back is playing high. Not really sure why that is. Clearly, the coach needs to give their instructions. Sorry, Mr. Ban, just had to mute you temporarily. King there with the ball. Latibadir is dressed back a little bit, so it looks like he's in the position of Damien Lowe, which maybe Damien Lowe has gone out. Where is Damien Lowe? He's gone out wide with Amari Bell playing a little ahead of him. Guys, we should be closing off the first 45 in a matter of seconds. As I said, we're going into the ending of the first 45, going into the halftime break. 2 goals to the good. Not bad, not bad. How you feeling there, Mr. Ballin?
But the good performance. They just walk. I said this game don't mean anything to any of these sides. Basically, just bragging
Exactly.
rights.
Yeah.
So
It's just having a bit of fun, isn't
right.
it?
If DR did beat Guatemala, then Guatemala will come up more aggressive. And I think they're playing not everybody's playing not to get injured. I think they play again next week, Tuesday or something like that. The
Who's
16th.
that?
Huh? Jamaica and
Who's that?
Guatemala. I think they play again.
Yeah, they're
Tuesday.
playing again on Tuesday, correct.
Next week, Tuesday. So nobody want to show their hand. So everybody just going through the motions.
Just get the ball knocking. The job's already been done. Top
Yes.
2 go through. So just play some football, isn't it? Just play some football.
But you don't want to get beaten bad in a game like this, because then
No, I don't. Look, obviously, records are there to be broken, and this is not me saying that we're guaranteed to win.
Yeah.
But coming into the game, we have the streak favors us. And I've already gone through the number of times that we've played against each other and how many times we've beaten them in comparison to how many times they've beaten us. So this would be, we came into this game, 7 matches played between both nations. There are 5 wins for Jamaica, 1 for Guatemala, and a draw. So again, records are there to be broken. So just because we have the record that favors us doesn't mean that it's job done. Still have to go out there and do the work, right?
Yes.
Good day to yourself, Mr. Beckford.
I only wish that Jamaica was up 4, because I want to see this young kid, Tyrese Campbell.
Oh yeah, you might see him. You might see him at some point during the game.
Yeah,
you might see him at some point during the game.
Yes, I think if we score again early in the game, we'll see Bailey come out in about the 70th minute, and maybe Cephas.
Yeah. Don't need to overdo it, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah,
well,
you're right.
I wish that's not the Prime Minister's wife beside him.
Prime Minister's. I think that was who I saw was the Minister of Sports just then.
No,
Sports
the Prime Minister. They just showed the Prime Minister a second ago with a lady, but I don't know what his wife looked like. But she's very close to him, so I hope it's his wife.
Yeah, I don't know what angle you're looking at, but I saw Babsy Grange on.
Yes, no, she came on before him, and then just after her, they showed him.
Okay, but I haven't seen that.
Yeah. They have a nice size crowd at the stadium. I seen the bleachers. Look, could be better.
They do
but
have a good turnout. Let me know what you guys make of the first 45 there in the comments section. Throw some comments my way. Let me know what you guys make of the first 45. Took a little bit of probably what you call a slow burner. That one took a bit of patience getting into the game, but finally, after you saw that switch there left to right there for Leon Bailey and Ronaldo Cephas, again similar to what I said about Leon Bailey's performance in the Unity Cup, where he brought energy into the game. I think we can see that again on tonight's occasion. Of course, it's not just Leon Bailey bringing the energy, Cephas as well. Warner Brown, I do like the potency about this young man. Plays, like I said earlier on to Mr. Ballin, playing with a purpose, playing like, he knows that spot isn't his. And I think he's playing with a purpose. He wants to be selected. He wants to keep adding to that headache pertaining to who should be called up. If it's not him, who is it going to be? Answering all the necessary questions. Only, I can't say... it's not a criticism, but slight disappointment there for Warner Brown is that he should have a I'm not sure what happened to Mr. Ballin's screen, but he should have a hat trick. Should be 3 goals to his name there, Warner Brown. But nevertheless, he still does have a goal in his back pocket, as does Jonathan Russell, our 2 goal scorers there. Unfortunately, it looks as if Mason Holgate picked up a knock. He had to be substituted by Richard King. So that one there is probably just precautionary, considering that once we close off on the second round of the World Cup qualifiers, we then go into the Gold Cup, right? So qualifiers and a competition to tend to. So that is, let me just mute Mr. Ballin. I don't want you guys hearing his conversation. Don't worry, Mr. Ballin, we can't hear you. I've just muted you, so we can't hear you. Jimalda White says, Jamaica is dominating the game. It was played in Guatemala's half. Yeah, a bit of a slow burner there. All smiles there on the bench from Steve McLaren. Good performance from the lads. Leon Bailey, bit of a shame that he didn't find the back of the net with his penalty. Very confidently picked up the ball there, Leon Bailey. Penalty there was won by Damari Gray. He was brought down inside the box. Penalty looked like it was I believe it was a low penalty by Leon Bailey. Nevertheless, comfortably saved by the keeper. And as I said, Warner Brown with the follow-up, finding the back of the net. Now, when I do eventually close up on my live stream, I will redirect you to whoever is live, redirect you guys to another channel that you guys can sit and take in. Yeah, and I'm just seeing that save there again. Warner Brown, my God. Wow. Yeah, Mr. Ballin, how you feeling?
They look much better. They look 1,000 times better than they did on Saturday. I think I will give them a pass on Saturday, a Blythe, because the field was terrible, and nobody wanted to get injured on that field. So they just wanted to win, and when they just go through the motions. So, if we had went with a local based team who are used to the bounce that balls are rough, but that because some of our fields are terrible in Jamaica. More local based players would have give a better performance on that field than these players that play in England where the field is flat. That's what I think. So if we had carried like a local based team, like team that played against Trinidad a couple weeks ago, couple months ago, they would have put maybe 6 past that team. But because these guys are professionals and they want to play, they make a living by playing football. They don't want to get injured on the field like that. So they were taking it easier, being very cautious. That's what I think. What you think?
I think you sound like McLaren.
Well, if I was a professional on that field, from what I understand, was so bumpy.
But I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I don't entirely agree with the professional aspect, only because the Jamaican players the JPL players are also professional athletes.
No, what is the first thing I said? The Jamaican players are used to playing on bumpy fields.
But you also said
that's an advantage.
But what I am saying is I don't agree with the professional aspect, because again, it's you're essentially 2 sets of professional players. Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not relying too heavily on the
why? That's the opinion I take, because these guys playing in England and wherever else they're playing, they don't want to come to the Caribbean and get injured on twist an ankle, strain a knee.
I'm sorry, but I'm tired of this field nonsense. Like, I've had it, and it's not even a frustration at you. I just don't want to keep on talking about it. Like, again, myself and Doc have sat here and we've spoken about the science of it all. Like, your mind is seeing the danger and your mind is controlling your body. Like, I understand that.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying, because myself and Doc, we spoke about the science of football, and you might want to do something, but your body can sense the danger, so your body isn't allowing you to do it.
Thank you. Okay.
So I like I said, I've gone over this already on other live streams, but I just don't want to use it as an excuse. Like, it's not a gripe at you. I just don't want to keep on looking to the field as an excuse. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying, because I've discussed it at length with another special guests of my own, but I just don't want to keep on talking about the field, because as I said, when Lionel Messi and Inter Miami went to Jamaica and played on the National Stadium, the pitch that we always complained about, they got the job done. They just got on with it.
Yeah, but the stadium is not the stadium is 100 times better than that one.
Yeah, but that is one of the worst stadium pitches they've ever played on, and they are professionals.
That is one of the worst stadium pitch I was told that Jamaica have ever played on. Can I remember
The
Jamaica
same
keep
goes for Inter Miami.
eh?
The same goes for Inter Miami. Our pitch isn't perfect.
Right, but it's still 100 times better than one in
It does not matter. That's what I'm
what
saying.
people
I'm
are
not
saying. No,
what
what
I'm
people are saying that they're surprised how FIFA passed it to play international football.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm not, again, my gripe isn't with you. I just don't want to keep on looking at the field, because I've been one of those people that's taking it easy with these guys and said the field. But after what really changed my mind, Mr. Ballin, was seeing when Messi and and his teammates came and played at the national stadium. Like, damn, they're just getting on with it. Just get on with it. But I understand the science of it all. Like I said, I've had this conversation about your mind, the body and the mind. The body wants to do something, but the mind is protecting it. The mind is saying, don't do it. You see what I'm saying? The mind is holding you back.
I was a goalkeeper, and I remember when I was playing in Jamaica, there's some field that's a dust bowl and rocky. And when I go in the goal and look at it, I said, "Brethren, me not diving.
Yeah,
Dive, now get cut up." And when if I go score, man say, "But you said, you look on the field."
Yeah.
So your mind is telling you, even if you want to dive, your mind just shut
your
you
mind
down.
is protecting you. And again, this is something that I've kind of used to shield the players when we're talking about playing on home soil. But the thing is, Mr. Ballin, like, aside from BVI's pitch, unless they actually change the pitch at the national stadium, it's one of those unfortunate things that we just have to get on with it, because Messi and his teammates came and they didn't complain, they got on with it. The Reggae Girls play on it, the Reggae Girls qualify for games, just to qualify for World Cups. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think what happened, the Sabina Park pitch is a sand-based pitch, which is better. That's most of the I think most of the professional leagues in England using sand-based pitches, so you get a better sand-based. So because when they redid this Sabina Park pitch in 2007 for the Cricket World Cup, so that when it rains, it will drain away fast, soak away fast.
And that's another thing, because people are just like, should they play their games in England? Why? England isn't their home.
No, you can't. That would be a disadvantage to Jamaica.
It's not even possible for them to do that, especially when you're dealing with qualifiers, like competitions. You have to play at home when you're dealing with, unless God forbid there was a war that broke out in Jamaica and they can't play there.
Right, like they wouldn't play in Ukraine. They wouldn't play in Ukraine, and they wouldn't play in. I don't doubt if they would play in Israel, or because they don't play in Haiti because of what's going on in Haiti.
Like with the Reggae Boyz, like I said, God forbid there was a war that broke out in Jamaica and they say, okay, all friendlies or all games, a matter of fact, being played in the diaspora. I can understand that.
But they would go to Trinidad, maybe one of the Caribbean islands. They wouldn't go as far as England.
They might, depends.
Because
you have to struck up an agreement, and you also have to look at fixture clashes, don't you? You have to look at clashes, and you have to look at what the if the other nation would agree to that.
Yeah, I think they were more playing Trinidad or the US or Canada. If it's somewhere, they'll play in the US and Canada.
But I could see them coming to the UK, especially because
you remember, you have to. I think you have to stay in your region, because if they're playing World Cup qualifiers, they have to stay in the region. They can't go to a different region.
I think it all depends, and again, that it's not just competitive games; it's also friendlies.
What is it? There's no more friendly games.
Because I heard the players are coming out through the tunnel there, Mr. Ballin. I can understand the friendlies, but even with the friendlies, I'm not in favor of all friendlies being played in England. No,
but they don't play friendlies anymore. They don't play friendlies anymore. There's no more friendlies.
No, I'm just saying, like, in speaking in the future, obviously nothing. You're not playing no friendlies now because you're now dealing with qualifiers and the Gold Cup. I'm just
and the Nation League.
Yeah, like you're not. Yeah, again, competitive games, so those aren't friendlies.
Right. So when they played Nigeria and Trinidad in England, that's why a lot of players didn't play, because they just played like 2 days before, or this in competition. That wasn't a FIFA window.
And it's just like, as I said, I'm completely aware of that. I am just saying that I don't
Yeah.
agree with fixtures being played what do you call it, outside of your country. And in terms of CONCACAF Nations League, that just went, so that's not coming up for now until the 26-27 cycle, and before then you still need friendlies, so you're not just going to go into your Nations League. You got to have friendlies with that, don't you?
No friendlies, because when they finished Gold Cup, they're going to World Cup qualifiers. And then when they finish the World Cup, they go to the Nation League.
The CONCACAF Nations League is for the 2026-2027
Right.
cycle.
So when they finish with Gold Cup, they're going to World Cup qualifiers and then into Nation League. That's why you have no more practice games.
Even with the Nations League, you have to have some friendlies.
No, there's no friendlies. No. Every FIFA window is taken up by competition. There's no friendlies. If you have a friend, it's going to be out of FIFA window, and the people that play professional, the clubs are not going to release them because it's not a FIFA window. There's no more friendlies. Check it out. They haven't been in friendlies for the last couple of years.
They're going to have to work something out, especially with the USA as a rocky ship at the moment. But anyways, guys, the
game is back on
underway. So let's just see how this one's going to be panning out. So I might need to change my screens, guys. Just bear with me 1 second. Let's just see balls at the feet of Hayden. Looks like a decent turnout there inside the National Stadium. Decent little turnout there inside the National Stadium, guys.
I must say, I have never seen Jamaica control a game like this in a long time.
So I'm looking forward to see
Jesus, Father. Oh my God. Damian Lowe. Jesus. What kind of tackle is that? That's not necessary. That's a card. Jesus, Father.
I think what we're going to potentially see for the next cycle is similar to what they did with the last cycle. Remember, Damian Lowe is just going to make people have a go at him, isn't he?
Remember, no, Damian Lowe is a walking red card. I can tell you that.
I think that's an exaggeration. I think that's an exaggeration. Yeah, so it's an exaggeration. So as I was saying, Mr. Ballin, I think what they're going to do, it depends on how they do things, because in terms of that stretch from the 2023 CONCACAF Nations League, I think what they might do is do another squad where they call up a couple of the players in between the Nations League calendar, which is kind of funny because some of those players are completely lost. I don't see those players knocking about the team no more. So I think that's probably something that we're going to see, because back then, I mean, the only player that you kind of see around the squad now is like your Kyle Ming, Romario Williams.
What?
Um,
No, what you're going to have is that the local based players, I think the coach is going to maybe have some practice game for them outside FIFA window. So they're going to play
but
like,
that is what I'm talking about. That's why I'm saying that you will have your friendly, because that's what they did the last time round.
yeah, but what I'm talking about friendlies with the regulars that are on the field now. This is the friendlies I'm talking
Well,
about.
I'm thinking about friendlies in general, because that is
Oh,
what they did the last time round.
yes,
Is it?
well, those like the two games in England, those are friendlies outside the FIFA window.
Exactly. Those are Unity Cup, and the seasons come to an end.
Right.
It's no different to you saying that you want friendlies for the Reggae Girls during the summer. Those are still friendlies, even though it's outside of FIFA window, those are still friendlies.
Yeah, no, but what I'm trying to say is that you won't get like the players that play in Europe or the players that play in North America. They won't come for those friendlies because the clubs don't release them, because it's not a FIFA window, so it has to be local based players, because the
Yeah,
local clubs will
that's
release
what
their
they're
players. So you
I
won't see like
understand.
Romario Williams, he wouldn't be there.
Well, Romario Williams was there the last time round.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. In the
Where?
2023 cycle, yes, he was.
Yeah, maybe because the league that he's in is out of season.
Don't
But
make up stuff, Mr. Ballin.
no,
Just
I said the only way you're going to see
no,
Romario Williams is unless the league that he's in is out of season. So
or
therefore,
if he gets special permission from his club,
right.
which
But
isn't
most clubs don't release their players. You know
no,
that.
they're not. Especially if they're playing
If there's
in Europe. If you're playing in Europe, of course, most clubs are not going to do it because they're not obligated to.
right, and in America too, they're not going to do it.
They're not going to do it. They're not obligated to do so. But
Right.
similar to when you've said that the Reggae Girls should do camps outside of the window, what I'm saying is it's not far-fetched. It can happen.
I said do camps with the under 23s.
Does the under 23 still have a live? Some of the under 23
I think I said the college kids. I think
some
that's
of yeah, but when you're outside of college, do you not want to go on your holiday? And it also depends on the timing of the fixture, because some college are called before the others. No, you guys do college different to how we do college.
College finish here end of May. Anywhere, anytime in May.
Yeah, so again, you guys do things different to how we do things in Europe. You guys have your, what do you want to call it, school breaks, I would say, ahead of us. You guys take your school breaks ahead of us. Like
right, we have a break in we have break in March, and then the semester ends in May, sometime in May. Depends on what school. Every school have a different.
I don't know what they're going to do, but the point is you don't really know how the Jamaica Football Federation operates. They might do it, they might not do it. I'm not really sure what they're going to do in that regard. But it's not far-fetched, is what I'm saying. Because what
I would suggest the Jamaica Federation is that get a local based under 23 team in practice every chance you get. Because those three people are going to move up to the senior team eventually, so you'll get them working together and get them into a system.
You must not know the federation that you support.
No, but I know, but that is the way that's the way you improve your team.
You didn't watch my stream. You know you're an enemy of progress, Mr. Ballin.
I'm not the enemy of progress.
Yes, you are. When it comes to me, you didn't watch my stream earlier on.
No, because I've had a job.
No, Mr. Ballin, you're making up excuses. When it comes to me, you make up a lot of excuses, Mr. Ballin.
I'm not telling a lie. I'm not making an excuse.
Okay, you need to watch my last stream.
Okay, when was it?
I did it maybe some 3+ hours ago.
Yeah, and you didn't even call me, so you see a fight against me. It's all right. You're fine, other man.
I can't find you. I can't call you because you have your secretary.
I went tell her what you say.
You have your secretary.
You should take all calls first. Just to screen my calls.
The last time I spoke to you, she said she wants to see whose face that is. So that kind of told me exactly what I need. Told me to stay in the lane.
Stay in the lane.
Just stay in the lane. But back to the game, Mr. Ballin. What?
Stay in the lane here, the outside lane. Can't go to lane one, the inside lane.
I have to stay way out there. Back to the game there,
Yes.
guys. 54 minutes on the clock. Guatemala knocking the ball. These live streams, they do make me hungry, make me extremely hungry.
And what I don't like, now, Jamaica take them foot off the gas now. And this is where they don't have the killer instinct. This is where you're going, you just step on them throat. You have to have a killer instinct.
Maybe they're looking at it like how you looked at it and said to themselves, well, it's not a must-win game. You know,
I
it's
know,
not
but since I'm going to play them next week, I want to drop 6 on them net if I can. Break them spirit.
Interesting take. But it's one thing I agreed with Steve McLaren, paraphrasing. I think someone asked me about what game plan he'll be using, or does this give him the opportunity to look at Guatemala? And he pretty much said no. I understand why he said no, because one is a qualifier and one is essentially a game where it's like you must be winning all your games because it's a tournament competition. So the strategy and the game plan is going to be different, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So come next week Tuesday, it's going to be a different game plan.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that one you have to win.
Yeah, you have
Everybody
to win.
playing to win.
Yep, you're playing to win. You're not playing for nothing but to get those. Yeah. How do you think we'll do in the Gold Cup?
I'm trying to remember who's in our group. I know Guatemala is one. I don't remember who the other 2 teams are.
Then I can bring it up for you if you want us to
sure.
Look at the Gold Cup. I sat here all along. All this time I thought my laptop was plugged in. Jeez, it was not plugged in. Or maybe it was. Oh, so that's what dropped. I can't be bothered. It dropped and I didn't realize. All right, so let me bring up the list there. I just realized my screen has changed. It's still 2-0 to Jamaica there, guys. But after we close off on tonight's game, we're playing Guatemala again. Only difference is this time it's in the Gold Cup. So in Group C, we have Panama, Jamaica, Guatemala, and Guadeloupe. So that is how we're looking.
Okay, so
in the group.
we will get to the quarterfinals. I don't think I don't think this Guatemala team or the Guadeloupe team, which can be surprising because they are French, and French nationals can play for that team. So they always have a surprising team sometimes. But I think that we should get to the quarterfinals for that one.
You think so?
Yes. I think we should be able to take care of Guatemala and Guadeloupe.
Okay.
The Panama game now, well, you see, that's a team we want to beat because they're ahead of us, and we want to, maybe cut them down to size. So we may get them, sometime in the future.
It's just a typical Jamaican fan, just so bossy.
No, we just want to cut them down to size.
So bossy of you.
Well, I'm a football player. Every game I go into, I want to win. Good ball. Oh, Warner Brown again.
Good play there between Ronaldo Cephas and Warner Brown. You think that could be a fruitful partnership for the future there, Mr. Valen?
Yeah, I mean, yes. The thing with Warner Brown, he's more active than Bowser. So I think that
it creates more problems.
Yeah, it creates more problems. He's much faster, speedier, slippery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, is Borrell, and like I said, the person I really want to play is Campbell. Yeah,
it might play. We've got almost 60 minutes there on the clock. Jamaica still leading 2 goals to the good. And Doris knocking the ball forward. Guys, in the comment section, please do make sure you hit the like button. Also, thank you to those of you who have hit the subscribe button. Not sure what Mr. Ballin's going to be doing. The ball is in the hands of Andre Blake. Not sure what Mr. Ballin's going to be doing later on. I might direct you guys to a live stream depending on who is live. Ball going forward there to Warner Brown. Warner Brown pass it to Bell out to Cephas.
Yeah, just a little bit too far, but him still get it.
Still catches it.
Yeah.
Kingston and turning
Goal
good.
again. Good save, goalkeeper. Good.
That would have been a fantastic by Richard King.
Yes. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, Mr. Ballin. That would have been a lovely goal. Greetings, everyone. I feel like I know who this person is, but I might be wrong. Only because of what I think is their surname. But if you are who I think you are, then big up yourselves. I think I know who the person is. I'm not sure if I do though. But big up yourself. And thank you for subscribing to the channel. That would have been a delightful goal there by Richard King. I'm building up an appetite. I must say, guys, I can't. Big up yourself. I hope you and the family are well. I figured, I was like, the surname's a bit too unique for it not to be you, right? Hope you're in good health. All right, guys. So like I said, I'm gonna close off on the live stream at the end. Probably give you guys maybe 5 minutes of talking time, because what time is it on my end? It is 1 a.m. Game started off a little bit edgy. There took us a while to get settled in, but finally we did manage to break the deadlock through Jonathan Russell. So Jonathan Russell putting his name to the score sheet inside 26 minutes. The man of the moment. Is he the man of the moment? That is Warner Brown. Back-to-back goals there for Warner Brown. A goal against BVI, that's British Virgin Islands, followed up by a goal on tonight's occasion. Leon Bailey there pulling the string. Leon Bailey with the assist there for Jonathan Russell. Bailey actually took the penalty there, which was awarded to Damari Gray. He was pulled down inside the box. Bailey's penalty comfortably saved by the Guatemalan goalkeeper. No worries for Jamaica, though, because Warner Brown did a follow-up to double our lead on the stroke of the 37th minute. So 60 minutes on the clock. Who you guys want to, let's say, see coming to the game? So substitutions. Do you guys fancy some substitutions? I think Mr. Ballin was saying there that he wants to see Charlton Athletics. Tyrese Campbell. He's saying that he wants to see a substitution there of Tyrese Campbell. You can see our bench. You can see our bench there. Richard King also came on for Mason Holgate. Mason Holgate picked up a knock. I think it's a knock to his right knee. But I think that one was more precautionary. And while we're talking about Richard King, to reiterate, could have had a delightful goal there. That one didn't come to fruition. You should be able to see the screen in front of you. If you can't, don't worry. Let me go ahead and look at the bench. I'll read out the bench for you guys. We have Lambakisa, Tyrese Campbell. King has already come into the field of play, as I said, for Holgate, completing the bench. We have Palmer, Dixon, Morrison, Atkinson, Davis, Ming, Williams, Lee, and wait, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a substitution for Williams for Brown. What do you guys think of that, based on what we saw from Mario Williams' performance against BVI? In midfield, do you guys fancy a change in midfield? So Amari Bell, they're going for a throw-in. I know some of you are complaining about the lack of potency inside the midfield. We have Amari Bell going for a throw-in. Headed away by Guatemala.
What did I miss?
Not much. Guatemala was in.
Okay, come on, Mr. McLaren. Make 2 change now.
Still Guatemala. Guatemala. Back to their goalkeeper. That one dealt with safely in the hands of Andre Blake, our skipper, our captain. Captain Fantastic. A pink name slip back says Ravel and Casey Palmer. Those are his substitutions that he's going for. Before I forget my manners, thank you to those of you who have hit the like button. I appreciate each and every one of you. To those of you who have hit the subscribe button, wow, you guys have made me extremely happy. We've surpassed the 5K mark on the last live stream, which I've already thanked you guys for. So thank you guys once more. Damian Lowe to Andre Blake to Richard King. Richard King to Damian Lowe. Lowe to Bell. Bell to Lowe. Lowe goes the long ball. When there doesn't cause any trouble there for Guatemala. So do you get hungry when you do these live streams, Mr. Ballin?
No, because I tend to eat early in the afternoon, like about 4, and all I do is drink water.
Yeah, you are always drinking something. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh, excellent effort outside the box there by Isaac Hayden. That would have been a lovely goal.
Yep. I mean, the entire team is playing well. I mean, everybody should get a good rating, basically, after this game.
You might want, you know what our fans are like, so you might want to whisper that one, you know? You might want to whisper that one. You know what our fan base are like. You can't say those things, Mr. Ballin.
Them can't give people credit.
No,
Everybody credit.
You can't say certain things. You know they come for you. You know that. You know they'll come for you. Not on my channel. You're safe on my channel. Not coming for you on my channel. I'm just saying. Our community, it might bite your head off with comments like that. But I'm definitely pleased with Leon Bailey, irrespective of not being made. That would have been such a delightful goal from Isaac. Good pass from Jonathan Ross. Oh,
and I like that he's taking shots from the outside. Keep the goalkeeper honest.
Unpredictable. You kind of need that, don't you?
Yep.
Another player, I want to give him some wonderful. Oh my God, this goalkeeper.
Warner Brown shot chip that over. I'm trying to play it around him. More like a chip would be better over his head.
Very well focused though. He switched on Warner Brown.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, we've got a player down on the deck.
I think that is Russell.
One thing I do want to say before it slips my mind pertaining to Cephas. I don't know what you make of him, but in terms of his attitude, I like the fact that he's receptive to criticism. Definitely picked up some fair criticism.
That's Isaac. That is Isaac Hayden.
Some criticism there in the game against Trinidad and Tobago, but turned it around against Nigeria.
Yes, he was a bit selfish in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, and also over the last 2 games, so fair play to him with being, again, receptive to criticism. Isaac Aiden there down on the decks.
Now, you see what the problem here is now. We only have one defensive midfielder, and he's on the deck. So if I was the coach, I wouldn't chance him anymore. I would take him out now and let him...
Take him off precautionary.
Right, just take him out now and put somebody else in. I wouldn't just waste any time right now. Just take him out now. This guy coming off the field is half Jamaican.
You know, CONCACAF really do need to do better. I know at certain periods of competitions, you don't have to have the names on the back of your jerseys, but good Lord, like if you're trying to market your football, then put the names of the players on the back of their jerseys. You remember not too long ago, we had to fight for those little simple stuff.
Yeah. Right.
Players
So
there are using it as a hydration break. One moment there, Mr. Ballon. We can see the stretcher is next to Isaac Hayden. Hopefully he doesn't need it, but these things sometimes is just precautionary. Hopefully he won't need the stretcher. But I agree with you. I think considering we have the Gold Cup coming up in about a week's time, it makes sense to take him off because the job is already done between these two teams.
Yes.
Where our group is concerned in the World Cup qualifiers.
When it comes to Warner Brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
He looks good, but he's not finishing. So far he has about 5 chances now, and he scored 1. So he's 1 for 5.
Yeah.
No, he'd look much better if he was 2 for 5 or 3 for 5.
Yeah.
So when a team looking at him now, they say yes, he get himself in scoring position, but he's not finishing.
Yeah,
So
I
he have
think
to work on his finishing. This is not a knock. This is just saying what it is.
yeah, he definitely needs to work on his finishing. A bit like CFAS, but the good thing for us, and again, it's just balanced criticism for us, is that he's young because he's what 22 years old.
I
So
don't
he has
know how old he is.
yeah. So, 22 years old. So he's young.
Yes.
He's still a young lad. Pick up yourself, Ronaldo. Come on, we go into the World Cup. Talawa, big up in our best platform. Big up yourself. I hope you are well.
Now, why Jamaica? Every coach Jamaica have them take forever to make a change.
Yeah, I forgot to ask them that, Mr. Ballin.
Is a sickness them have when them come to Jamaica? Is a disease in Jamaica or something like that?
I don't know, I know why you make the people them see me a road and slap me in my face, Mr. Ballin.
The coach?
I don't know anybody. Them just said that ballad man will come from America. Always I say some stuff on your channel. So give this to him for me, please.
Tell them them can give me all the love them want to give me, but any hate them can keep it. If them let me live rent free in them head, then them over time I waste. If them have me living rent free in them head, them have a lot of time wasting.
I agree. Rent free. I like it.
Or for you, let free. Or for you is let free for you, right?
No, you're right. Rent free is correct.
No, but don't you guys have to let when you're renting a place?
No, we do rent as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Rent, but yeah, so this one is slowly coming to an end. 71 minutes there on the clock. Jamaica.
Come on, Mr. McLaren, make some changes. Put the man on they bring the man come on the Caribbean.
Harry Gray with the ball passes it to Cephas. Cephas inside the box. He's got a couple of men around him. He has to go around. This one looks like it has gone out.
So I met the man come on the Caribbean. We don't get to see him.
Who is that? Who are you talking about?
Tyrese Campbell, man. We want to see him.
This Guatemala keeper, I kind of like him, you know?
He plays in the MLS. He's a backup in the MLS, I think. I keep sometimes.
Columbus Crew,
yes.
So Damari Gray's getting ready to take a corner kick. I got a question for Mr. Ballin. It's gonna ask him after this this corner kick's taken by Gray. Puts this one into the ball. Was it the best of ball? But the balls ended up in the Warner Brown. 2
for 6. 2 for
there
6.
We go. He heard you talking on his name there, Mr. Ballin.
Yes.
Wasn't the best of ball, but I'm telling you what, this guy is exciting.
And bringing on Burrell.
I like him.
Yeah.
I do like Warner Brown. That's a brace there for Warner Brown. I like him.
Well, you know what? He's an on-it garden man like Cephas. So you have 2 on-it garden man starring up the show right now.
I like him with a brace. Warner Brown with a brace there, guys. He's a poacher, Mr. Ballin.
Yes, he is.
He's a poacher.
Yes.
And I can't tell the last time we had a player like that in our team. Please correct me and guide me on that one.
That is true, but I think Burrell, him and Burrell have the same game, but I haven't seen enough of Burrell to say that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough of Burrell. Let's put it that way.
I think Burrell is actually gearing up to come on.
Yes. You see, and that's why McLaren like him.
He's a poacher.
Yeah, it to me right now, it's going to be hard for Mikel Antonio and Damian Lowe.
Listen, Mr. Ballin, name is not going to carry you for this one because the lad has earned his stripes. He has earned his stripes to be part of the starting 11.
Who's that? Brown?
Brown, yes.
Yes, I am saying to you that Mikel
No, I
Anthony.
agree with you. I agree with you. I'm saying to piggybacking off what you've said.
Yes.
A name alone isn't good enough for you to start over him. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. It's gonna be hard for them to get back in this right now.
Exactly.
They
Mr.
just have to work on him finish just a little bit. Just maybe him get Mikel Anthony around him, teach him a trick or two. He may improve. See, because you need an experienced striker to really,
you need a mentor.
Yes.
Yeah, you need everybody needs a mentor.
And he's a different type of striker than Mikel Antonio. Because he's swift. That's the problem. He's fast.
Yeah, I mean, damn. Who's your player of your match so far?
We got to be the man who scored 2 goals.
You're going with the safe option. I like it.
Yes, I mean, I like how Mason Isaac Hayden is playing, and also Russell. I mean,
I just like this young kid, Brown. But fancy a new keeper where your club is concerned, there, Mr. Ballin?
If what?
You fancy a new keeper where your club United are concerned?
Oh, I haven't been paying attention. Believe me, I haven't been paying attention. From United reaching the bottom quarter of the league, we can't turn off the TV.
You know what? You might be older than me. You might be wiser than me.
Yeah.
Round of the ball. Bailey.
Oh, come on. Brown lay it off. Good lay off, Brown.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I'm such a fan of this guy. I am such a fan of his.
Boy, what a old good looking girl there, Jamaica.
You better be careful that you don't end up in the doghouse. I'm not entertaining your conversation, Mr. Batman. I'm not entertaining it. You find yourself in the doghouse. I don't want you to say Crystal said this and I was no.
Yeah.
I want your missus to know that you was not following nothing that Crystal said. Crystal does not approve of your wandering eyes. So is it because if Damari Gray and
Brown? What is it,
Crystal?
Crystal, you remember, anywhere you're going, you have to see the sights and the scenes.
No, I don't agree. So Burrell and Casey Palmer coming on for Warner Brown and Damari Gray. You're not going to get me in trouble. So Burrell is on there, guys. Burrell on. Warner Brown off. Casey Palmer is also on.
So I'm now give Campbell a run, man, even at 10 minutes.
You might have to. There's a lot of football to be played.
But you're not playing a game, or am I keeping my secret weapon for the Gold Cup?
You don't want to show your hands too soon, do you?
Yes, I think so. Maybe. I keep him for the. He is what do you call it now? Some secret weapon for the Gold Cup.
Could be.
Yeah. I'm gonna show this penalty over again for man.
Oh, Brown's goal, isn't it? So
yes.
Bon says glad for the third goal, which could settle things. Impressed with Brown. I agree with you. Definitely impressed with Brown.
So him get 2 for 6.
He answered your question. He heard you speaking on his name.
Yes.
And said, all right,
I know,
all right.
yes.
Then
so him just step up him average, which is good.
This is the kind of caliber of play that I expected on Saturday versus British Virgin Islands, says DC. Bon says glad Burrell getting a run out. Definitely echoed that one.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't fancy the Guatemala goalkeeper? And no, Mr. Ballin, don't give me this nonsense about you don't really watch Manchester. Shame make you talk about watch Manchester United. Who Spurs lick off your face, they come talk about really watch Manchester United. Shame will kill you.
Manchester United come at a team after well, I don't know. They almost get demoted to rotted.
Mr. Ballin, them said the news talking is not Spursy, it's United. You hear about that?
No, sir.
The man them say it's no longer Spursy, it's United. But since my friend, I know I have a couple United fans in the comment section as well. So I'm not gonna press too hard on you guys, all right? I'm gonna leave you guys alone for now.
I mean, 2 seasons now, we have 2 bad seasons.
So you wouldn't want the Guatemala goalkeeper?
No, sir.
Who are you going to get as a goalkeeper? Because surely you're not keeping the
Take
same.
Blake.
Blake.
Yes.
I don't think Manchester United fans would want Blake.
Well, they want a good goalkeeper.
And also Blake, I don't think he's going to
Blake now leave MLS again. Him too old now. Yeah.
No, I think with the greatest respect to Blake, you need someone younger.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Unless I'm only going to have him for 2 years or so, but
yeah, you need someone younger.
good dribble.
Although goalkeepers have a longer shelf life, you still need someone young, don't you? I mean, what about the keeper that I wanted Arsenal to sign, but it now got what his name again? In play for what I think the name people. Is it Espanol, I believe? The Spanish goalkeeper, Juan Garcia.
Oh.
Guys, go and sign Juan Garcia.
So you think is the black goalkeeper is the problem at Manchester United?
I never said nothing. Put aside him color. The brother come get me in a trouble, but you think he's the black goalkeeper. Me not have an eyesight problem, Mr. Ballin. Get me in a trouble about the black goalkeeper. You not gonna come get me in a trouble.
Yeah.
On a serious, yeah. Bonds is a Man United fan as well, so he's laughing at your comments. But no, on a serious, it's such a weird thing because growing up I wasn't privy to seeing black goalkeepers, so naturally I want to see them do well, irrespective of what they play for United. But
I think the best one that played England was James, right?
Oh, David James, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know because even
Heslop from Trinidad.
Yeah, I mean France have had some good black goalkeepers, haven't they?
France?
Yeah.
I don't remember France having a black goalkeeper.
Yes.
When?
What you mean, Mr. Ballin?
When?
Check the you don't watch France national team.
I don't remember them with a black goalkeeper. What is so funny is that Spain have so much black people on them side.
Yeah, that the world is changing.
Yeah, and Germany. I think I just waiting for Russia to get a black man on them side now.
Yeah, you know what it is. Mr. Ballin. It's I think we've now reached the stage where we've gone past ignorance, and I say that loosely. And it's a case of if you're good enough to play, you play, right? Because if the best player is the black guy or the mixed race guy, then they should be paid, irrespective of going to be upset.
But if you look at the top teams, they have a lot of mixed race and black people on their team. A lot of is especially if you look at France team. I mean, France team is an international team.
France
team come like the Foreign Legion. Them have.
Yeah.
You know, the Foreign Legion made up of a lot of foreigners. That's why it's called Foreign Legions. And the French team is a Foreign Legion team.
Yeah, France always have for as long as I have known they've always had
I think the first team, European team, I think I played a black person was Portugal.
But, you're talking about the guy with the cane rolls?
No, this is back in this is way before your time, like in 66.
Oh my God, way before I was thought of.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, Mr. Ballin.
They used to call him he was
okay. Yeah, I mean, them old says
Campbell is coming on. We can get to the ball.
So he's coming on for Ronaldo Cephas for about 8 minutes or so.
But they only give him 8 minutes. Jesus, Father, come on.
This cannot be choosers. What do you want?
Me not beg. Me I tell the man say, Ravel get 10 minutes, 8 minutes too. 7 minutes.
Jimma says, here comes your Campbell. You happy now, Mr. Ballin?
Yes, me happy now. And here comes everybody. Here comes everybody as Ravel.
Ravel, you better watch what you say about King Ravel.
You know, Jamaican people wicked, you know. Some Jamaican, them say Ravel, them say Ravel. Well, Ravel say Ravel there.
I don't like what they're saying about Ravel, though. I think
these YouTubers who come up with these stories sometime. Ravel gone, Ravel this. Stop it if you don't have a reputable source. Do not put it there.
You know what I do? You know what I don't like? Continue, Mr. Ballin. I interject. Continue.
Yes, so I don't like when you do that. Just don't do it to get clicks. Just make yourself credible. And if you know him, if you know for a fact, but if it's a guest thing, don't do it.
Yeah, yeah. I feel sorry for him though, because it's like he can't catch a break. Like it's like he's been carrying this tainted image from when he was maybe a teenager.
Yes, from
And I feel
at United. Yeah.
yeah, and you know why I feel sorry for him? Because growing up, I didn't even hear about Bad Boy Ravel. And I'm
Yeah.
not just saying it because he's one of our own. I heard about other players and people look past them and their imperfections.
Yeah.
Look at and I'm not saying I wish bad on a Jack Grealish, but who is a badder boy, Jack Grealish or Ravel Morrison?
Yeah.
Do you think that Jack Grealish is a role model?
No.
And I'm not saying I want him to be scrutinized, but come on, like, and you know another thing, it's one thing us having a go at mainstream media, traditional media, but look at, just alluding to what you're saying, Mr. Bannon, look at how we treat our own.
Yeah.
Look at how we treat our own. So you can't expect others to treat them better.
Yeah, and also when a person of color does something different, or when people talk, then they would cast a dark shadow over him. But when somebody of a lighter complexion does it, oh, he's just that's just him. Like, no problem. You understand?
Yeah, I don't like it. I feel bad for him because what Ravel is probably 32 or more than that now. I think him and Pogba are the same age, and I feel bad for him.
Yes. I mean, get the man that break. Or Ravel will score this if Ravel take this. I'm not taking it. In get the Casey Palmer.
Woo, free kick there from Casey.
Yeah, I better Ravel take it. Ravel's a better free kick kicker.
But yeah, I'm glad he's been given another chance. Ravel Morrison, that is. Long may it continue, you know.
Too bad he's not in the Gold Cup squad.
Yeah, I was just about to say that straight. That's a shame that it's just World Cup qualifiers, but it's a step in the right direction, isn't it?
Yes, at least you have him for the World Cup, which is more important to me than the Gold Cup.
I feel bad for him. I do feel bad for Ravel. Mr. Ravel Morrison, former Manchester United product.
You know, definitely give Ravel a break. Get off the man back.
I did a video earlier, and so I'm saying I think you should go and watch it, because there was some rumor circulating between pertaining to what was apparently said about a player in camp coming from the JFF, someone working for the JFF. So I won't ruin the live stream for you.
No, what it is, I heard that's why some people had it on their thing that Ravel gone.
And what I don't like is, so they were saying that apparently Ravel is upset because he didn't play the last game. What is wrong with a man being upset because he didn't play the last game? That is what you want, no?
If you have 23 players on a team, everyone wants to start. Only 11 can start. Because when I was keeping, if they put me on the bench, me upset.
Because I guarantee you, Mr. Ballin, if Ravel was walking around camp smiling from ear to ear, people would say he's treating it like a holiday boot camp.
Right. It's good that the man is upset that he's not playing.
That's natural emotions. He should be upset that he's not starting. You don't want him being the opposite of upset.
Right. And if I'm sure if Damian Lowe don't start, he's upset. I'm sure that Casey Palmer didn't like not starting today.
People, it's natural that these are competitors, these are professional athletes. They're going to be upset. If you're going to bash him because he's upset, just throw the whole football away, because it doesn't make sense. Just throw the whole thing away.
And if Blake didn't start, he'd be upset.
Nobody would be upset.
Yeah.
I just feel like he has a target on his back and people just want to usher him out. And I don't think that's fair on him.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair.
I think him have a role to play in Jamaica's team. I don't know. I don't think him is I think that he lost a step. So I don't think he's fast enough for the game, right? But to bring him on in the last 15-20 minutes if you need something to happen, because he has the passes in his legs.
Or to even just help control the game, to help
control the game, yes. So, you know,
I think what you probably have to do with a player like your Ravel and your Mikhail is to play around them. because you know again you got that age factor that you have to
Right.
consider.
It's like
You have
yes.
to get to age now where you need to add emphasis to their attributes. How do you maximize their attributes?
So it's like with Mikel Anthony, if you're a big centre half that giving Warner Brown trouble, you want Mikel to lean on him because Mikel have the strength to do that. You know, I don't see Warner.
That physicality, yeah.
Yes. So right.
You have those games maybe against the Mexicans where a Mikel Antonio would be more suited.
Right. Yeah, you're right. And
You
even
want
the US too. Even the US too. I mean,
I want to put the USA now at one point because there's so much going on with the USA at the moment, Mr. Ballin, and I'm conflicted. I think I should probably leave that for a separate live stream. I'm very conflicted with what's going on for the USA.
What? How? Why?
Well, obviously one of the co-host nations for the 2026 World Cup.
Goalie save one again, but Burrell missed the shot. Burrell knocks it. Burrell, that should be a goal. You saw that a while ago?
No, I was looking at the screen in front.
Watch the replay. See, Burrell, it didn't get a foot, it didn't get hold of it.
We got about 3 minutes of additional time there.
And Campbell don't touch the ball one time yet. But Mr. McLaren do me bad. If I give him a call later. Eh?
Oh God.
Well, I know Mr. McLaren is very pleased with this game. They only took one shot, right? 2 shots maybe. That's on one shot Trevor Blake, right? No, they just took one in this half and one in the other half. Yes. So
I can only think of one shot in the first half. And
no, they had one in this half that he touched for a corner.
No, I'm speaking about the first half. I'm saying I wouldn't even call that a trouble in the shot because it was such a comfortable save.
Yeah. Whoa, Borrell, good go. This guy busy man.
Oh wow, he's substituting Tyrese.
Yeah, he brought him in for
He's taking him off. He's taking him off.
Taking off who?
Tyrese and bringing on Romario Williams.
Tyrese.
Yeah, Tyrese Campbell coming off now.
Him coming off again? But he just come on.
Well, the coach is taking him off and bringing on Romario Williams.
That don't make no sense. You sub a man in and sub him out unless him injured.
Yep, he's off.
You weird at me, man.
Yeah, he's off, Mr. Ballin. He doesn't look happy.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah, he's off.
With 1 minute on it? No, man. It's 1 minute leave.
Well, he's the gaffer, isn't he?
That don't make no sense. You're kidding me. Joke you make. You're kidding. You're joke you make. Yes.
We're about to see this one out. Bond says a good blend of youth and experience managing the load of the squad will be key during this long summer and looking ahead to next year. Absolutely spot on. Foul there from Leon Bailey. About maybe less than 15 seconds on the clock there, guys. Looks to be for certain a 3-0 victory. So another win in the bag there for Jamaica when it comes to us taking on Honduras. So that will be in terms of history there, dating back to the current, all the way back to 2003, was that some 8 games played, 6 wins for Jamaica, 1 win for Guatemala, and 1 draw. Of course, we have Guatemala coming up again next week. In a week's time, we're taking on Guatemala. This time, it will be in match day 1 of the CONCACAF World Cup. We've already been touched on a couple of CONCACAF stuff closer to the game. Obviously, I'll give you more conversation there around the Gold Cup expectations and so on. But pleased with the results there, Mr. Ballin?
Yes, that again, we're not taking our chances, but we still won the game. We still win the game, which is good. But
Mhm.
I think the problem I have with the Jamaican team is that we don't score enough goals.
Mm.
We had about what we scored three. We had about maybe about one had six, and we scored two. Russell had one. Who else? Who else missed chances? I don't remember. I don't. I'm just maybe just a few more that I did miss. But we have to start making at least 50% of these things and above of
I
these
mean,
chances.
does it make you better because coming into the game they had somewhat of a superior goal difference to ourselves, right? Guatemala
Yeah.
that is. So now we close off. We obviously finished the group on 12 points.
Yeah.
Having played 4 games, so maximum points in our
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
pockets. We have
Yeah.
a goal difference of 6. They have a goal difference there of 8. So does that make you feel a little bit better?
Oh, me? No, 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 not. What happened? I found out that we are what do you call it now? A ranked team in this third round of play or whatever second round you want to call it. I To me, then they have nothing to play for. So
Mm.
win or lose, But it's a good that we won. But I think that what the Concacaf is doing is not right. They should base it off of how the teams finish here. Which
Mm.
this is told, although the way we finish with 6, we would be maybe out of the 6 groups, wouldn't be in the top 3. Let's put it.
Yeah.
But this worked for us. But I don't like this format. I prefer let the teams play, and the ones with the team you have 6 group. The team that has the most points, the best goal difference, they are
Yeah.
one. Then second, 2, 3, and then the other teams fall below. But
Mm-hmm.
every time of a World Cup coming up, CONCACAF always change the format. It They gotta just get one and stick to it. You notice that? That every
Yeah.
time.
CONCACAF. It's one of the reasons why people just treat our football like it's a bit of a joke, isn't it?
Yes, because and they set it up every time, right? Like even in the Nation League. Why does the top 3 teams get a bye? They should play because they may not make it. That's why don't every team play in the Europa Cup? They don't No teams get a bye, right?
Yeah, they're a bit they I don't know why they do it like that.
That
I
is
guess
that is
that's
a
a question. I guess
because
a question that people need to ask them. I'm not really sure why they do it like that, to be
yes,
honest.
because the US can get beaten, and Mexico can get beaten. We have seen
Especially
it.
the USA. If there's ever, I don't know what you make of this, but I think if ever there's a time to beat the USA, surely it's now. With all of the obviously they're going through a little bit of a transitional period. They've
Yeah.
got key players missing, which again is unbelievable because you're one of the host nations to next year's World Cup. So there seems to be a lot going on there with the United States.
Yeah, well, I don't really pay much attention to the US team. The 2 teams I concentrate on is Jamaica and Trinidad, basically. I mean, in this CONCACAF,
Mm-hmm.
because Trinidad is our Caribbean brother, and
Yeah.
Haiti to an extent, but Trinidad more than Haiti. And
Mm-hmm.
I think Haiti got beaten today. I'm not sure if they came back from that 2-0 at halftime because I stopped watching it at halftime. But
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see Jamaica and Trinidad in the World Cup. Believe me, that would make me so happy.
Yeah, I mean, Haiti what lost 5-1.
They lose 5-1 today.
Yeah.
They must have sent them B team.
So they must have sent them B team. Trinidad and Tobago are actually playing against Costa Rica in
Right,
about
next at 9 o'clock.
4 minutes time.
In a couple minutes time, yes.
Yeah, so anyone that fancies some more football, you can go ahead and
And
watch that one.
so Trinidad, we see, and again, no, okay, look at it this way now, right? Let's say Trinidad beat Costa Rica next. They will have the most points in the group, but yes, Costa Rica is a seeded team. That's not right for Trinidad. You understand what I'm trying to say?
People will form their own opinion on that, and it's nothing good, is it? People say, "Oh, look, this is
Let me see the ball. What?
corruption."
Oh, I thought it was the goalkeeper save. It hit the post. I thought it was the goalkeeper save, the one from King. It hit the post.
Oh, it hit the post.
Yes, it hit the post. Yes, it was the goalkeeper that saved it.
Yeah, it looked like a save before, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, some positives there, much better than the game against BVI. definitely better against the game, against BVI. And as I said, Warner Brown,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Wow. I can't think the last time we had a player like that. I probably have to go back into the Winfred Schaefer era.
Uh,
And even then, they're not the same. I might have to go back in terms of urgency.
yeah.
I might have to go back to the Winfred Schaefer era. I don't know what you make of that.
Let me see who you mean that you mean that's out of Jamaica that was born in Jamaica play on that team?
No. Just in general, just our
Oh,
players in general.
yeah, we had some good players in Winfred Schaefer era.
Oh,
I'm,
certainly.
I'm surprised we didn't make the World Cup in that era. I mean,
Yeah, we had football was nice during the Winfred
the
win, and
2002 and the 2002 the 2010 teams.
mm,
Some of those teams that reach a World Cup. I just don't know how them. Maybe it's politics again in the JFF.
yeah,
If
I think you know what? I think if social media was as prevalent as it is now back then,
yeah,
and our voice could be heard and pressure bust pipe because of that,
yeah.
I think we'd have qualified for a World Cup without Winfred Schaefer.
Yes, I think so, and I think, yeah, because those and even the team, the 2016, I think it was 2016.
Mm,
That was a team. I mean, we beat. I think that year we beat in that what do you call it? No, that around that year time we beat even Uruguay.
mm.
Some top. I mean, that team was. I don't get it. I couldn't understand it. How we could make it
From
2010.
what you know now, it's politics, Mr. Ballin, isn't it? It's always politics. When you sit down and you talk to a couple of the players from the '98 era, they talk about politics,
Yes,
politics.
but
Pol-
every to me in all of the nations football federation there's politics because I hear that in some
100%.
you have to pay the federation to play for your country. So I don't know how true that is, but I said that's unbelievable.
They every I think just like you said, it's like there's no they have the saying, they say there's no such thing as good money,
Yeah,
right? Right?
yeah,
So someone said to me, I'm not going to call their name, that they want Manchester City to be found guilty. And I stopped and I said to them, I was like, are you sure you want that to happen? Because I can guarantee you that our club isn't squeaky clean. We don't support the same team. But I was just saying,
yeah,
our clubs are not squeaky clean. Because if I'm Manchester City and I'm found guilty, I'm asking for investigations against every other club. I'm finding something to say, go and investigate that then.
yeah, yeah. Because you remember Canada had their problem last year, the year before. I mean,
Yeah, there's always something. You know what it is, Mr. Ballin? It's like our problems, I think, and I feel bad saying this, but as it pertaining to black run federations,
yeah,
it's too obvious. Like the politics is just too bait. It's too obvious.
you know what it is. I think that when people don't get their cut or didn't get enough of their what they expect to get, then they start to talk, while other people won't say anything, they'll just keep their mouth shut.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
That's what I think. I just think that look, the politics is too blatant. It's too blatant because, like you said, other football associations, other federations, they have politics of their own. It's just that we don't hear about it. But with ours, it's like this is so obvious. Big up yourself, Mr. Scott. Big up yourself, 1-1. Hope you guys are in good health. So but as it relates to going back to this game though, what's your key takeaway there, Mr. Ballin?
My key takeaway is that the team looked much better. They looked like they weren't hustled. They were
Mm,
easy and they weren't under any pressure in this game. Don't know if Guatemala, because they made 5 changes in the team from that team that played the game that had to win. So I
yeah.
don't know if they rest those players so that they can be fresh for next week Tuesday. So I don't know if we'll play the strongest Guatemala team.
Mm,
So, but not taking away from the Jamaican team, they played well. Blake Ono got trouble 2 times. Their Guatemala goalkeeper was very busy most of the game, made some good saves, and we look good. Leon Bailey played well. I mean, everybody basically played well. I mean, everybody get a rating, a nice ratings. Just one player misbehave on the field, which with a dangerous tackle, which was Damian Lowe, which I think that tackle wasn't necessary at that position in their half.
Yeah.
But apart from that one thing that he did, I think he did well otherwise. And I must say again, Richard King came on and played like a Premiership centre half. And this kid, when he gets to, if he gets to Scotland, and I hope he does get to Scotland, he's only going to go from strength to strength. I mean, he may be one of the best defenders we have that maybe ever played for Jamaica. Because when he stepped up, you see, now he's going to step up a next level. Jamaica is one level, then the Scottish League is one level above, is a level above Jamaica. 100%. And if he plays well there, then he may end up in the Premiership, which is the creme de la creme. Right? And that's where I want him to be, in the Premiership. So he
you want him to come to the Premier League?
Yes, but he has to go to Scotland. I'm glad that he's going to Scotland first, because the Scottish League is a little bit below the Premier League. It's like like a champion, like a championship, right? But you said about
to aid his development. So you want him to go up on Premier League to aid his development before segue into the Premier League. Then
right. You need to go here. Just like with Dixon, where Dixon is the right place, because now his team is going to the championship. So hopefully he will get some game time in the championship when he gets to the championship, and then if he turns out very good, then he may segue himself into the Premier League. You remember Ricardo Fuller? He started in the championship, and he went to Scotland, came back to the championship, I think, and then he went to Stoke. And look what he did at Stoke. So starting in Scotland is not bad for him, because maybe go to the Premiership, it may be a little bit too fast for him, and him don't. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying that he would do well up there right now, But to me, it's best for him to start.
It's a jump. It's a significant jump when you're going from JPL, Jamaica Premier League, to English Premier League. The gap is wide.
Let's put it this way. Let's call Jamaica Premier League League One, because I think the championship is higher than Jamaica Premier League. I know that. So let's say Jamaica Premier League is a standard at League One, right?
Yeah.
You went from League One straight past League Two, the championship, into the Premiership. Yes, some players can do that, but for Richard King, because he still have some flaws, that it wouldn't show up in Jamaica, but it may show up in Scotland.
Yeah,
and they can correct it in Scotland, and then when he correct it in Scotland, now then him step into either the Bundesliga or La Liga or one of those big leagues. It don't have to be the Premiership, but one of those other top leagues in Europe.
Yeah.
So you give him 2 years, maybe 2 years in Scotland, maybe 2. Because I think Ricardo Fuller took about 2 years in Scotland. The first year going to be a learning year. He may not play a lot. Just remember, like, let's say Bonnie Shaw, when she went to Man City, the first year she didn't play a lot.
Politics.
Well, but she didn't play a lot. And I saw her on an interview, she said that, she didn't understand the system. She didn't understand the system. So I'm going to go off what she said.
Isn't Bunny, you're not going to get certain things out of.
I know, but I don't
even want to go into the politics, because I don't want to say certain things.
No,
but
I just want to say that. I just want to say that I'm going to, based on what I hear her say out of her mouth, she said that she had to learn the system. And the next year now, she was leading goal scorer.
Yeah, they had no choice but to play Bunny. It was quite evident. It's not just system, because if you look at the previous manager, how many players had an issue with him?
I don't follow it that closely, so I couldn't tell you.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying to you. Bunny cannot. We're going to understand when I talk about politics with Bunny, talking about her as an athlete, more so as a Black athlete.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not saying there's no race issues there pertaining to Manchester City, but what I'm saying, you know how it is, like, we get treated different to our white counterparts for the most part. You know,
Okay.
what one player or not even just in football, just in general where work is concerned, what your white counterpart can get away with, you can't get away with it. So I'm not expecting Bunny to come out and say it like it is, as she would with the JFF. Do you get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. Okay. I understand what
You
you're
get
saying.
what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. So
Big up yourself. Thank you for the donation, Wun.
so now with King, him getting to the Scottish Premier League, I don't expect him to play a lot in the first year, but if he does, that'd be great. The
Yeah.
second year now, I expect him to step up, get the starting spot, dominate that. Maybe 2 years. That time he's now going to be about 26, and then he move on to wherever whoever want him. Because believe me, as long as him stay healthy, he's going to move on to bigger and better things.
100%. And you know another thing as well, Mr. Ballin, in terms of that transitional period, this is why I don't agree with people saying that Dixon should leave Charlton Athletic.
No, stay where
He's right where he needs to be.
Exactly.
Charlton is a well-respected club in English football, and they've developed a lot of talents. People need to understand that the frustration that they had with Dixon starting off at Charlton Athletic, he might have the same frustration at another club, because you still have to go through that transitional period again in another environment.
I remember also Dixon, right? Have to learn football. Yeah, he can play football, but you're going to forget football education, and that's what they're giving him now at Charlton.
You gotta learn English football,
or football and a whole, right? A lot of the players in Jamaica, they're skillful, they can do everything, but they just need not the extra knowledge. And because he's 90, well, he's 20 now, he still have a lot of time left. So him moving up now into the championship, he may not be a regular starter. He may come off the bench ever so often, but he's playing with this team, with these guys, and he's going to learn. And then he's going to learn, and he's going to start demanding his game by what he's doing in practice, because he's hungry. You can see that he's hungry.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can't speak about football elsewhere, because the league that I watch the most is English football. There's a different level of discipline that you have to bring to your game.
Yes.
Again, I don't want to talk about being negative Nancy, but I'm talking about when you're a black player. There's so many examples. There's a different layer of discipline that you have to your game. You know, it's not just what you do on the field of play, it's also what you do off the field of play.
Wait,
so,
I'm going to ask you a question. Sorry to cut you. I think
okay.
the kid name is Dele Alli, right? He used to play midfield for England, right? That's his name, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, look at him. I mean, 1 year he was, 5 years ago he was like, and all of a sudden, woof, he's gone.
Yeah, with Dele Alli, I feel very sorry for him. Again, I touched on Dele Alli and Danny Rose several streams ago, and
Danny Rose, yes.
Yeah, and I just feel sorry for them. You know, at the end of the day, they're human beings, and credits to them for being vulnerable. Because you don't really see black men being vulnerable in general, but more so when they're talking about their mental health and their well-being.
Yeah.
So I do feel sorry for him, because at one point it was the nicest thing since sliced bread.
Yes.
Dele Alli.
Yeah.
You know, it's very unfortunate to see the trajectory of his career. So that's why I say, you know, he's right where he needs to be. I don't think a lot of people know about Charlton, so they make these irrational or rash judgments. You know, again, you know, they've helped to develop Connor, Gallagher, Lookman, Chelsea's Gomez. Of course, we know that our John Barnes played for them for a short stint.
Yeah.
So there's so many players there, and even goalkeeper Pope, Aston Villa's Consa. There's a more than a handful of players there to say that look at them as players, look at them as with the trajectory of their career, to say Dixon is at a wonderful club. He doesn't need to leave Charlton Athletic.
And you never know, they may be in the Premiership in 2 years' time or 3 years' time.
You never know, because Charlton Athletic just got promoted, so they're in the Championship now. So that's the one level below the Premier League.
And they were in the Premier League about 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, Charlton come back. I can't remember exactly when was the last time they were in the Premier League.
I think about 10 years ago, or maybe even shorter than that.
in football, anything can happen. So
Yeah.
there's nothing to say that he can't be promoted to the Premier League
No,
via
he's in the right spot. He's in the right spot because when you had a small, I don't want to call Charlton a smaller club, but a club like Charlton, if you're at Manchester United or Arsenal or Liverpool, it's hard for you to get in, the pressures.
no one has time to wait on you.
Yes, and that's why a lot of these players end up in championship that supposed to be good at Manchester United at in under 21 level, and all of a sudden them can't find them way into because to get in to get into the first team, you have to deal with all because they're always looking to buy players.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
so when you feel okay, this guy getting old, and I went take him get a spot in there. No, them bring a player from France or from Spain or from Italy, and you just slide back down again. All of a sudden, you go out on loan. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, the patience just isn't there, and I think you're right. The higher is so funny. The higher up he goes in these respective leagues, the pressure intensifies.
yes.
And you know what, Premier League football fans in general, especially English football fans, European
Yes.
football fans, you're playing for a club in the Premiership, you're gonna be giving 10 out of 10 performances, minimum of 8.
Yeah, because all of a sudden that
About your story.
your Instagram page that get pure nasty thing.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
again, Mr. Allen, those are the things that people don't think about. People don't think about what this could do to his mental well-being.
Yeah,
Like
he's in the right place. He's in the right place. And I just hope that Whisper get better and start playing. I don't know if he's playing again. Hopefully he's on the mend and ready to roll out this season. Whatever Chelsea has for him in store for him, well, let's hopefully, because we need these young men. We need them for the future. So
yeah,
and I don't want people start bringing up who's better, Whisper or Dixon. No, nobody with that.
it's natural that they're gonna do that, though, isn't it?
I know, but nobody with that. The coach, whoever's coaching the side, will decide who's playing and what. Both of them will be starting on the field. So leave that alone.
Wunwun says, true, they bring so many young players through. I think Wunwun is talking about Charlton.
Yes.
There is no better place for him to be. He has to be patient, just keep learning and working
I remember
wants to come.
This kid that come on, Tyrese Campbell's ahead of him at Charlton, right?
Tyrese Campbell.
He's ahead of him at Charlton because he starts most of the games.
And all of this, I think Wunwun is alluding to it. All of this takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day, so
right.
I think people also unintentionally overlook adjustment period and just how important it is for young players to settle in.
And I think that maybe him need to start. I'm sure they put him in the gym, get little upper body strength.
Yeah, he's going to have to. If the aim is to play in Premier League,
yes.
you're going to be built like a steel.
Yes.
See, like Saka is built, and not even just Saka, but your player. He plays for Manchester Mayo. Kobe.
Who? Repeat that.
Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you not seen him in the gym?
No, I haven't seen it. He's in the gym working out.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure in the off season. Well, it's off season now. They give him the trainer give him say, listen, you have to do this every week, every day, or what? No, I guess you can't do it while you're playing. So when after the Gold Cup, in between the Gold Cup and the season starting, he have to get to the gym and build up in body strength. Maybe have to go eat some woolly yam and dasheen and cocoa and them thing there and get some body strength to get some weight. So him can some fat, so him can turn it into muscle.
Yeah, I mean, off season is really important. Yeah, what you do in off season sets you up for the season to come.
Run.
Yes, Mr. Ballin, you have to work in your off season. There's no days off because if you don't work, you're a coach, Mr. Ballin. If you don't work in your off season, the fat starts to build up. You start to become lazy. You become heavy. You ever see some players when they return from off season?
Them move sluggish.
They're just heavy. You just need to get that weight off you.
Leg them get fat and heavy. Can't lift them up.
Like I said, football is like New York City. It doesn't sleep. You have to keep going. And it's not just football. professional sports in general.
Professional sports on a whole, you have to keep fit. You can't. There's no time off basically. Yes,
No, no.
you're not playing competitive football, but you have to go to the gym. You have to do the
Mm-hmm.
trainer give you your schedule for the summer, and you have to
100%.
work through it. And if you don't, he knows. And the management going to know too because you're going to come in a little bit sluggish.
Yeah.
I mean, so. But hopefully, hopefully Dixon get a chance in the championship, and I'll be looking forward to him getting a chance in the championship.
I hope so too. You know, he's one of our own.
As long as you're pushing the person in front of you,
Yeah.
the coach will say you have to be pushing her. So if the person in front of you is playing at 80 miles an hour, you have to go at 100 because you will try get your job is to get his game,
Yeah, yeah.
That's
it's not just that as well, Mr. Ballin. You're a foreign player as well. And again, it's not about creating something that's not what, but it's true. Like, maybe more so in women's football, but foreign players have to play twice as good as players who were born in that. You see what I'm saying, Mr. Ballin?
Not only that, when you're coming from a Caribbean country and a whole Africa and them kind of set themselves up where there are a lot of good African players in the league.
Yeah,
the Caribbean players are coming in now. They have to now set a standard also, so they can.
Yeah, so they know you're not just about Ray and nephew and partying.
Right, it's like how you have Leon Bailey, and you have let's say you have Whisper, Leon Bailey, and Dixon playing in the Premier League, and they're playing well. You know how many clubs going to Jamaica to find a Jamaican player?
Yeah, to find someone on the cheap.
Right, because that's what Jamaica produced these three. They must have somebody else. Yeah, because people don't remember this. When Baby Gardner went to England, and in early 2000s, Jamaica had about 5 players, I think, that's born in Jamaica playing the Premier League. You had the guy that passed away, the leading goal scorer for Jamaica in men football. Can't remember his name, from Harborview. You had the guy Dawes, I think, not Dawes. Can't remember, the centre half played for one of the Sheffield teams. You had about 5 players at one time in the Premiership for Jamaica in the 2000s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teddy Johnson, he was there. Yeah, this other guy, he ended up playing most of his time in Scotland though. So when one person gets in and do well, them start to look at the others.
Yeah.
So if you have 3 players in there doing well, or 2, they must. Let's like Warner Brown here now. If him go to the Gold Cup and score, let's say, play 6 match, 6 match mean you get to the finals. Play 6 match and end up with 6 goals or 5 goals. People are look for him. For him. You understand me?
Yeah.
So no, him at 21, 22, he may end up at a club like Charlton, maybe Leighton Orient or some team like that. Yeah,
Leighton
a championship team or a League One team.
Yeah.
And you work your way up from there.
100%.
You work your way up from there. Huh? People say you have to go to the Premiership. No, because when you go to look what happened to the kid from Mount Pleasant that went to Italy and I think him in Serbia or something like that.
Oh yeah, I can't remember. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name,
he's scoring a lot of goals now for wherever he is. Now he's scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah.
You see, he went to Italy and the one coach like him, then changed out the coach and the other coach don't like him, then ship him out.
Yeah.
So maybe if he went to the 2nd division in Italy and work him way up to the top division. Sometimes we don't have to go to the top, we just need to get in. So we work our way up.
Get your feet through the door.
Right. You don't, because when you go to the top, they expect certain things from you that they don't expect from you at the lower level.
Yeah, expectation levels are higher, isn't it?
Exactly. And when you don't perform like you're supposed to be up there, they're going to ship you off.
100%. They've got no time to be waiting on you. There's another asset out there that they need to invest in.
So if you start a league below or 2 leagues below and work your way up, because you're learning as you go up now, because you have usually in these teams, lower league team, you have an experienced striker that was in the upper league at one time. I can show you a thing or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're on your way out, you kind of move down the leagues. You start from Premiership to Championship, League One to League Two to what non-league football, and then you just stop.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what Ricardo Fuller did. Yeah, you know what I mean. He
Yeah.
started, he moved up, and he just moved down slowly till him just phase himself out.
Yeah.
You don't have to be at the top. You just have to be getting your foot in, getting a good salary, can help your family in Jamaica, help yourself, and you just work hard. Work
Mm.
hard. Coach you run
Mm,
10 lap, you run 20. You work hard.
that's true.
You
That's true.
know?
But let me just read these final comments here before I close off, Mr.
Okay.
Ballin, because it is kind of late for me. Woodman says you will be behind all the players that have been working during their holiday time. When I returned to football and went preseason, I was almost vomiting doing the hill sprints. And don't do it to yourself. Gunners boss, big up yourself. Gunners says, great win, praying for the good outcome to continue. Woodman again says, Gardner was a very good player and very professional and teammates, very professional teammates. Him being the way he was and playing the way he did definitely opened the door for other Jamaicans in England. Excellent comment.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent comment.
Because
Yep.
after God, about 5 of them, about 4 of them came. Yeah.
No, that's a great shout. Bibi is a trailblazer. You know, he can never ever be disrespected. He is a trailblazer. I did say I was gonna check to see who is live. So you guys have 2 options. I'm not gonna tell you where to go. I can see 2 of the streamers are live. So I put both of their link in the comment section. You guys pick. You got Elite Sports, he's still live. DNA Football is also still live. So you guys can make your pick. I'm not going to tell you where to go. I'm going to grab something to eat. I need to stuff my face because I'm starving.
You're going to eat at 3:30, 2:30 in the morning.
Why are you so judgmental, Mr. Balin?
Lady, just take a cup of tea and go close your eye and wake up in the morning and get some breakfast.
I'm going to eat some fried chicken and some rice and peas.
I think that's a fish and chips.
I told you fish and chips is expensive. We had this conversation. It's almost as if you don't believe me. It costs the arm and the leg. You're going to have to send super chat if you want me to buy fish and chips.
Hold on. So maybe get some, what you call it again? Steak and kidney pie. Yes, that's the one.
Steak and kidney. You know, I've never had that before.
And you live in England so long?
For so long. Lived there for over 20 years.
Never had it because steak and kidney pie full of pork.
And a steak. But you have to say people then put pork in a them steak.
Yeah, if you read the can, it say pork is in there. Because when I went there, people said, try this. I said, what, Matt? I have to read everything before I eat. I said, no, see pork. I said, no, see your pork. See your pork right here on the can.
Wait, you don't eat pork?
No, I don't eat pork. I don't eat this. I don't eat any sea spider.
Go and draw my tongue, man. Go and draw.
Or sea roach, whichever you want to call it. But
the bougie seafood.
Scrimps.
They're expensive.
Scrimps.
They're expensive, eh? They look like cockroach, though, to be honest with you. They do. I'm not going to lie.
The sea roach, man.
A lot of people say that they're sea roach for real. Mr. Beckford says I'm extremely happy. Got the clean sheet, and we hope to see these results continuing. Winwin said 100%. I know he was a great teammate because everyone that played with him at Bolton speaks so highly of him and puts him in the best players in the best 11 players they've ever played with. Yeah. Bibi waved the flag for us.
Yeah, but Bibi had a bad knee, I think. That kind of held him back. I think he had that was troublesome knee or something like that.
Yeah, I think Woodward is talking about the pork in the steak and kidney pie. That's the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah, okay. When you go into market next, pick up one and look at the can. Just read the can. Let's read what's inside on the can.
What? Steak and kidney pie?
Yeah, they have pork in there.
In the can, I've seen the actual pie.
I think the pie comes in a can, or in a package. In the package.
Mr. Ballin, you're telling your age. You know how long, that what that looked like when them used to put fish and chips in a newspaper.
The last time I've been to England year before last, when I passed through was in 1991 or 92.
I think that was from 1991, 1992, Mr. Balin. I'm being honest, I've never seen steak and kidney pie in a can before.
Okay, so well then, what you should do is read the label on the plastic container that is in
But
there.
who tell you someone want to eat steak and kidney pie about what I should do? But tell Mr. Balin say I have never eaten steak and kidney pie in my life. Mr. Balin's gonna tell me what you should do.
Well, you can't. No, what you can do is bless and take out the pork and just eat it.
No, I've just never. I don't know. I might try it one day, but fish and chips is where I'm at, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
So Travis says, "Pick up yourself, Travis. Hopefully next week we put in a more dominant performance."
Yeah.
One says, "Yeah, he did, but that was after a long time. That was his knee injury." DC says, "I've never heard of that either." Mr. Banner is telling his age, guys, because I've never heard of steak and kidney pie in a tin before. So
Yeah,
and
man, it's a flat tin, look like a flying saucer.
you see, you're telling your age. This the other day, Mr. Balance said to me that fish and chips, if they asked me if fish and chips is still sold in a newspaper.
So that
I think that
1991 time I go England, so that's it was in a
that's
newspaper.
how like in the war times when people just come out. No, Mr. Balance, I've never seen.
Brown people were greasy. When they put the chip in, they're pure grease.
That's the best chips. Listen, that is the best chips. No one can that chips is undefeated.
Let me tell you something. If you steal something at a store after you steak in the pan, nobody can hold you. It's slippery.
Listen, Mr. Balin, you're confusing everyone. Even the guys in the comment section are saying, I have never heard that before. I have never heard that either.
I am going to tell you, yes, there is. Yes, it used to be in a tin. A blue tin. It was a blue. Maybe because show a different company make it, but it was in a blue tin.
I have never seen steak and kidney pie.
An older person will tell you. Ask one of the old folks, them your granny. She will tell you. This is over 30 years ago I'm talking about, so.
And Mr. Balin in a blue tin. I have never seen this before.
Yeah, I remember it was like in a blue tin, yes.
Oh, fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough, sir. Where can the people find you if they want to stay in touch with you, Mr. Balin? If you want people to stay in touch with you.
Them can come check me at Bronx, New York, anytime. We pick them up at the airport. But I'd advise them not to come to the United States at the present time. We have it's not some.
I'm gonna leave it right there, Mr. Balin. I'm gonna leave it right there, Mr. Balin.
I'm not going to get political. It's not a very comfortable situation at the airport for sometimes.
Okay, we're going to leave it right there because I don't want to get stick up if I need to go to the United States. And
no, you're not get stick up. No, you're not get stick up. You have British passport, you're good.
You never know what the future holds in store. So guys, I've been streaming for 3 hours and 30 minutes. I might not do a stream tomorrow. Might save this one for
Monday night, Tuesday night.
I mean, tonight is what? We're now in my
Tuesday
Wednesday.
Night.
I might do Thursday. So the next time I stream might be Thursday.
All
Thursday,
right.
Friday.
If I not have a job, I will definitely check in. And I will try what you think tonight.
Mr. Balin, you're not even look from when you're on the channel. I always make you come on the live stream, and you can't just make you join the members club, Mr. Balin. No, you're so wicked to me, Mr. Balin.
Members club, I think me's a member.
No, you're not. You go like you want to come trick me. You're coming like the steak and kidney pie.
Hold on. So I'm not a member, but me a member.
No, me no want. Me no bother with it. I want you to be an actual member.
Okay, all right. I'm going to join up.
Make sure, no, Mr. Balin.
I have to see how you join up. You just have to go on the thing and just click on and then thing there.
Don't bother with it. Don't bother act like so you don't know
how
to do it.
No, look, I will tell you this, right? Certain things, when it comes to these things, I get my daughter to do it for me, because sometimes them hurt me head. Somebody just, but like right now I have something to do with the federal government. I get my daughter to do it because it hurt me head.
Well, you might have to use a desktop then. It's probably easier if you use a desktop.
Okay then, all right.
Join the members channel. I want to do more streams in the members channel. So join up the members channel, Mr. Balin.
All right then. All right. So all right. I never know you have members channel. Come, really go. I'm not going to things that deep. You must understand me, Crystal. It's just I don't like. I see your program on. It send me a message that you're on. If I have my phone beside me. And I will jump on and nail you up and give you a like because I can't stay and come have a second job, which job I talk about.
Yeah.
So, so we just heal you up. I have to take care of other things. You understand me?
I'll forgive you.
Every time I see that you're on, and even after you finish,
Yeah.
and I see you on, I still go on and give you a like, even if I don't watch it.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you.
You see, I like you.
Me like you as well, sometimes.
You see, no, you're gonna mash up the business now. Sometimes you're gonna like no, since you only like me sometimes.
Mr. Ballard,
understand?
we have a deal in a can't say it on screen, but remember we have a deal in a
We do?
yeah, we have a local family deal, but we just can't say it on screen.
Oh yes.
So we have to be nice to each other.
Well, all right. But don't. Yes, all right then. Yes, I remember. Thanks for reminding me. Remember now. All right.
Guys, that is the live stream that's come to an end. Let me check the my tab again. Let me do a refresh to see who is actually live. So Elite Sport is live, DNA football is live, MG Sports is live. So you can go ahead and MG says that Isping says that he's live.
No.
He's doing a post-match press conference, so you guys can go ahead and watch that one. Or you can do DNA Football, Elite Sports TV. All those guys are live. So you can
You know what I want to do, Crystal? Tomorrow I'm going to try to watch a little bit of everybody tomorrow, because I think some people want Jamaica not to do well today.
You think?
Yes, because them get more clicks, because them can cuss off McLaren and cuss off GFF and cuss off Speed and cuss off this man. Them just want them coming like some of them coming like Miss Lashy. Mr. Lashy, eh? So like Jamaica do good now, them can't cuss off nobody, them just give pure praise. So them will pick on a player. They will pick on a player tomorrow. I don't know which player they will pick on.
I'm gonna see if that's true. But like I said, if I don't come back tomorrow, Mr. Ballin, I do a show on Thursday or Friday. I'll do a show, I think, right?
Thursday, Friday, Thursday. All right then. I won't be available Saturday for sure. Okay, all right.
Yeah. But I'll probably speak to you before then anyway. Yeah. So before I forget my manners, thank you so much for rocking with me.
Thank you for allowing me to come on your channel. Me and my ugly self, I'm a bigot.
Remember that you have to be nice. Don't let me have to keep on reminding you.
But me know you slap me one day, so I'm going to have to keep myself on the straight and narrow. See, I live in England and I slap in our FedEx box. Rotted.
Thank you again, Mr. Ballin, for rocking with me. Yes. Definitely appreciate your support. Definitely helped me to get through the live stream. You guys in the comment section, I can't do these live streams without you. Thank you to those of you who have hit the like button and also the subscribe button. The channel continues to grow, and that's thanks to you guys both on screen and in the comment section. And to those of you who are silently watching, I hope it's been worth your while. I am going to have to love you and leave you because I am hungry and a little bit tired. Mr. Ballin says I should have a cup of tea and go to bed. I'm saying no, I'm going to have my fried chicken and my rice and peas and maybe wash it down with some juice. I'm sorry, but a girl is hungry. So if you're making your way home from work, I hope that you make it home safe and unharmed. If I don't see you either Thursday or Friday, then I hope to see you over the weekend. If I don't see you over the weekend, I hope you have a smashing one. Travis says delicious dinner. Yes, it is. I'm gonna give Mr. Ballin none.
I'm gonna eat your shrimp so you can go on.
Fried chicken and peas, but you're not getting none.
Yeah, eat fly up today.
You know what? It was supposed to be Sunday, Monday, except on Sunday I had stew beef. And so today I actually just made some fried chicken to go with the rice and peas.
Oh, yeah? Okay. All right. Yeah. I eat good stew peas. Stew beef, sorry.
Stew beef. I am trying. Big up yourself, you guys in the comment section. Look after yourself, as Woon Woon said. And you know how it goes. Until next time, take care.
Bye.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.